What is up? What is up? It's your boy Chachi, Miami Football Talk Network here, coming at you with another video on the Fins Nation Miami show. Yo, what's happening? Talk about a fucking ridiculous of a game of these Jets, huh? Huh, fellas? What a fucking ridiculous game, bro.
What an ass
waiting for
whooping.
one
It
of
was
you guys to
fantastic.
say it. I mean,
Bro, to me this was
right?
ridiculous. This was a ridiculous game. I feel like it was good in a way because I felt like Tua won us this game. But on the same note, it's kind of like also like, bro, where the hell was the defense at? They were ghosts.
Well,
they were nowhere. Where the hell was the defense at, bro?
It's not that they were ghosts. They just didn't do the zero blitz that we expected. They didn't do what we thought they were going to do.
So they didn't play the defense that they're trained to be playing.
I mean, they got the interception. I mean, not the interception, but they got the sack. They got the sack off that play. They got the turnover off that play. They did something.
Yeah, that's true. Guys, remember, as you're coming in, please hit that like button. Please hit that like button as you're coming in. Finsanity 5, what's up, baby? King
Shout
Bill,
out to
what's going
Finsanity.
on?
Shout out.
Bleezy 38,
Shout out to everybody here. Thank you for having me up, Chachi. But listen, bro.
Most definitely.
This is my issue with this Jets game. And I don't know if maybe you guys feel the same. All right. We started off the game. It keeps happening. It's every single week. We start off the first drive. We go down. What happens? Now, we went down. We scored. We look good. After that opening touchdown, we don't score again till the second half. It was punt, interception, punt, right before halftime. And this is versus the 32nd ranked defense.
I've been saying it from the beginning of the year. They should just script the first 3 drives, because it seems like when they script the plays, they don't commit foolish penalties, they don't make mistakes, and they score. I don't understand why they can. And the funny thing is, you're right. They score at the beginning of the game and they score at the beginning of the second half. Why? The 2 drives that are scripted. And I mean, if that's the case, then script the first 4 drives. I don't know, man.
Yeah, and it's every game. It's like that first is like you can count on Tua scoring that touchdown every game. First drive. Absolutely. First drive, you can count on it.
Like I honestly just want to let out all the negatives so I can probably be able to talk positives, to be honest with you. Because I have so much. Like, we won, but I have so much negatives. I feel like without taking that negative out, I'm not going to feel good. I got to let it out of my chest.
Yeah, most definitely.
It wouldn't be you, Pete, if there wasn't some negativity somewhere, you know?
So as I said before, and as I've been advertising, we got our little special guest in the house today. And today we are definitely not going to be interviewing. Today we're going to be talking football with her. She's got all this knowledge, and y'all give it up. Y'all hit that like button. Y'all subscribe and give it up for 305 Sports Babe. What's up, beautiful?
Hey guys, happy Tuesday, happy Thanksgiving week.
Most definitely.
Shout out to you, happy holidays.
We're grateful for 3 wins straight, right?
Facts. Ugly or not, still grateful for it. That's for sure. That is for sure. So what's up? Tell me what you think about this game.
A win is a win. I mean, there's things I like, there's things I didn't like. I don't like Sanders missing kicks like that. He's supposed to be one of the best kickers in the league. You know, you missed a kick against the Raiders, missed this kick. That kind of threw things off. I didn't like Tua's pick, but, you know, that was just nitpicking. Jalen Phillips hits, but he made up for it. Things I liked. I mean, Tua looked good. David Howard looked good. I didn't like all the calls against Gesicki. So, I mean, lots of ups and downs.
No, for sure. And another thing, these refs are ridiculous. Yeah. What in the flying fuck?
Against the board. Again, you watch all these other games, something's in the refs' water this year. Like, around the whole – and, you know, at the end of the day, they're human. They put their pants on the same way we put our pants on. But across the board, officiating sucks this year.
I don't know.
Oh my God, just terrible.
I don't know about them putting on their pants. I jump into mine, but I'm special. You know what I mean?
This is the weird thing,
So
right? Like we could go back.
At a time type of guy, huh?
Listen. This is the weird thing, right? The officiating has been bad, but me honestly, like this season, it's really been bad. And the way I feel is the road teams are feeling the hell of it. We lost that other game because of Will Fuller. We were on the road on that deep. They didn't call the penalty. And now this last game, and it's happening all across the league, not just us. I just feel like the road teams in general are not getting the calls as much as the home team. And maybe there is a home team advantage, to so say, for someone.
I agree. Oh, look, Roadrunner put up Sanders' stats. 72%. Wow. Last year was what, like 98? 98% of all his kicks or something were going in. Like, that sucked.
I don't know. Man. I had so much confidence in him. You know, started the season, and I'd say, actually, I'll be honest. I'd say he's the second best kicker in the league next to the Ravens kicker. But recently, you know, I get up there and I'm not as confident. I don't know what's up with
not
him.
the way he's looking today.
Can I tell you guys a secret? I know we're all Finn fans here, but I gotta be honest with you. When he missed that kick right before halftime, I was so happy. Because not only because I was happy, listen, I know, that's what I'm telling you. I was so happy he missed that kick right before halftime. And the reason why I'm telling you guys is because of that drive. I felt like we should have been a little bit more aggressive to try to get a touchdown. If you guys go back right before halftime, that was bad play calling and bad decision by our general Tua, right? He took too many checkdowns in clock management situation. We're trying to get touchdowns. We're not playing it safe for a field goal. And that's just me. I was just a little upset at that point of the game heading into halftime. And then I was already upset that we were going to kick a field goal because I felt like we should have got a touchdown. And when he missed it, I was like, you know what? They deserve that miss. They played that so bad, bro. They don't even deserve it.
You're the only one that's going to come out and say that, bro.
No one's saying that.
What is wrong?
I told you he's always negative about something. He's gonna find you, bro. Like, you happy he missed a kick? Like, are we serious right now?
I mean, how's everybody doing? I guess you can look at it in that way.
What up, Batman? I mean?
What up, Bat? What up, Bat?
But
I guess you can look at it in that way. You know, just kind of give the team a kick in their ass, like, yo, I ain't gonna help you all the time. You know what I mean?
But do you know if it was misreads on when he was checking down? Like, we gotta understand what was going on. When the play was going on, was it somebody deep and he just didn't throw it? If you don't know that, you can't say that. That's my thing. Stop saying stuff unless you know what was going on in the play. All 22 will tell you if he misread it. If you watched that and then seen that, then I'll accept that. But stop saying, oh, he checked the ball down because he's checked down too. You don't know if there was a guy open deep or not. That's my thing. Stop criticizing what you don't see.
That's true.
I'm telling you how they played the game.
No, how you know how they played the game? Are you on the sideline, Pete? Are you in the play calling? We watched it too.
You're just look. You two guys are in your feelings heavy. I forget I'm in a panel full of guys that the two guys. But listen, the way they played going into that drive right before halftime, Ennis, do you remember the ball control and the time? We only had one timeout. And we're checking it down, throwing it to the running backs. We need to save time. We need silence.
Did he get it down there for the field goal attempt? Did he get it down there for the field goal attempt? We could have got a touchdown, should have, but did he get it down there to get points? He did his job. The kicker missed.
First of all,
he didn't execute it. Correct.
By the way, guys,
right now. That never happens.
Miami Sports Fanatic is jumping on soon. He's getting home from work right now. He said he should be on real soon.
Stuck in traffic.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you live in Reno.
Hey, you know who we got a shout out to? Christian Wilkins. All right. How about
Facts.
Recovers the fumble? He was going down for the touchdown. I'm like, boy, we don't practice that in practice. You got to get the ball and sit on it. He really thought he was going to go 60 yards.
Hey, let him do
What
his
is
thing.
he doing?
Imagine if he did.
I thought he was going to lateral it. I thought he was gonna lateral to Van Ginkel or something. Like, let him run. Like, let it go.
That's what they should do.
It's funny because
they should be coached like that, though.
He had full control of the ball, and then he just, I guess he got excited. He saw the end zone, and he was like, and when he let it go, I was like, no.
Our big guys, all of a sudden, they want to score. Robert heard last week. These big guys like want the glory.
Did you get to see? Did you get to see when Gaskin scored the last touchdown? He gave it to Robert Hunt, and then Robert Hunt he went like this. He did a windmill and he spiked it. I was like, hey, that was awesome.
Oh man.
The only thing that was scary about that Christian Wilkins was a sack. We call it a sack interception. I mean, I don't know, it never hit the floor.
Yeah.
It just popped up, and then he lost it, and then Holland, he picked it up, and he actually got his ankle pulled by someone that was grabbing him, and then when he got up, he was holding his ankle, and I was there. I was like, oh. Is he hurt?
Oh,
but he played, but he did grab his ankle right when the play was over.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Hey,
man.
but
When I saw Christian Wilkins get the ball, man, I swear to you, my first thought was, "Hey, Tubby, pass that thing, bro. Stop trying to run, bro."
Yeah,
he did kind of surprise
like
me.
that. They should be coached like that.
He did kind of surprise me running it. Big boy was running. Sure. Good thing Javon Holland saved the day. But how about this one? The one that I'm loving.
When they do pick up a fumble like that, they should be throwing it back to somebody that can actually run.
Who else is loving the new Gesicki dance? Because he's not doing the little choo-choo train, whatever that is. He's doing the little shoulders. He's shaking the shoulders. Hey, when he's doing that, it's time. Man, feed Gesicki, man. I need to see that all day. The little shoulder throw.
All those penalties. My God. And he kept, the thing is, he kept his cool throughout those penalties. Anybody else would have been like, psh, he kept his cool, and we got to pay the man. Seriously, if not, he's gone.
Yep.
Oh, for sure.
And they're watching out for him. He's a big factor. They're watching out for him. Pay attention, because now they're calling push-offs on him. They're calling everything on Gesicki. And what does that mean? He's our biggest weapon. Everybody has their eyes on Gesicki.
Yep.
Yeah.
Feed him the rock. Feed them the rock.
I'm not gonna lie to you. The only thing I don't like as far as their progressions is I don't think Gesicki should be your number one receiver on any route. He should be your second receiver. You should look for Waddle before you look for Gesicki.
It depends, though, Big John.
But you can see in this past game they did. How many times did Tua throw the ball to Waddle, bro? Like,
but you know why he threw it to Waddle? Because the only criticism I have of Jalen Waddle, Tua Tagovailoa in the Raven game, was Jalen Waddle destroyed, broke, tore, discombobulated Humphrey ankles 16 times, and he didn't throw him the ball, bro. Humphrey didn't know what to do.
That's the criticism that makes sense. Because, like, when you got a matchup, when Waddle's killing him over there, you abuse that. So that's what I'm mad about. I criticize him on.
Yeah, but
Big John is right.
Ennis, you're talking about me making a point and Pete making a point. That tells you all you need to know in the distance, bro.
305 Sports Babe, let me ask you a question. What was your reaction when Tua threw that bomb?
The first one?
The one to Mac Hollins, yeah, the one, the 60-yarder.
So, two reactions. It looked a little short, meaning was it just he underthrew it, or did he not have enough gas to it? But I like that he saw it. I just felt like the pass was a little short. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Am I the only one who saw it? Did you kind of see like it kind of?
The thing is that Ennis actually put the picture up today. Like before he threw that ball, he was being held like by his right arm, and he was escaping from that. And then once he got off of that, he literally just cocked back and threw it. So that's
you have to think he's avoiding a shrug. So once I get away from the shrug, I'm trying to get out quick. So I'm not going to plant my mechanics and be A1 in my delivery when I know I just avoided something from behind me. This is what people think we make excuses, but they don't want to look at the whole picture. He had to get away from something and stepped up. He doesn't have all day to stand there and worry about his mechanic to get it there. I'm just throwing it. Whatever it takes to get there.
That was a beautiful throw. That was a beautiful throw for somebody that did not have his feet planted.
Exactly.
Listen,
can we do that next week against Carolina? I don't know, because again, we're playing against the Jets defense. That we're talking bottom of the barrel. Can we do that against 30 other teams? I don't know, but it looks good. You know what I mean?
I'm with 305 Sports, baby. You know, at the end of the day, I'm happy the play happened, but I do have questions. And one of the things I've said was Tua on the run has the most arm strength. So he was on the run on that play, and that was to me at least his full arm strength, if you ask me.
Pete,
That's
he was
just
not
my
on the run.
No
opinion.
way.
And
No way, bro. Come on.
Pete,
to me, that's all he had. That's all he had in the gas tank.
Okay, all right, Pete. He threw a 52-yard bomb off of one leg. Okay, I saw the play like 18 times, dude. All right.
I think Big John. That was listen, Big John.
I think it was 57 yards.
The reason,
in the air.
look. The reason why I think that was all he had in the gas tank.
It would have been 54 if there was no receiver, but it was 52. He threw it from the 30-yard line to the 18 on the other side. It was 52.
But what I'm saying is that's fine. That's perfect. Yeah. That's a perfect amount. Like if that's his arm strength, I'm telling you guys right now, he can make big plays between 20 to 40-yard range that are considered bombs. If Waddle is open 20 yards downfield and Tua can launch it 30 yards to the outside of the field, 40 yards, that if he can do that, then he can have a chance to rebuild his career right now. That's what I'm saying. You don't need the throw it downfield 60 yards, but you need to at least be able to hit a 40-yarder. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Bleezy in the chat, man.
Yeah.
Hey, you know who I want to talk about really quick?
Yeah.
I want to tell you about Brian Flores, right? So at the post game, Brian Flores, I don't know if you guys knew this. Brian Flores was wearing an FDNY shirt after the post game or during the post game. And I thought, like, hey, nice gesture. You know, I'm from Jersey, 9/11, big part of my life. So I actually did a little research on it. And the reason why he was wearing that FDNY shirt is because his uncle was a firefighter in Brooklyn. And that day on 9/11, his uncle was out on medical leave. But everybody on his uncle's department went to the World Trade Center and no one came home. His whole department perished during his whole uncle's firehouse never made it out. Died. So everyone died. So Brian Flores, you know, he's big. You know, we all have our different opinions about him, but that was a good gesture with him wearing that shirt up there. You don't see other coaches doing that, awesome. You know, respecting. So shout out to Brian Flores this week.
Definitely,
awesome.
Definitely.
So
also, how do you guys feel about the fact that they haven't signed any of these players yet?
That's something that's bothering me. Yeah, like I was actually looking at that, and you know what's crazy is the value for these players is going up game by game. You know, and it's gonna be a point where we're gonna be outpriced. Like I don't understand why we're waiting for so much. You know, for this.
I think they waited to the bye season.
Obviously, Gesicki, right? Who else?
Facts.
Matt Collins,
Emmanuel Ogbah.
Emmanuel Ogbah, defense.
I think they wait until the bye week. I think that's when some of them get done in the bye week.
True.
But Ennis, at the end of the day, look, Ogbah, right now I think he's either number 2 or number 3 in the NFL as far as pressures, man, and it's gonna continue. He might not have the sack numbers that everybody wants from last year, but he's getting there, and his value's increasing game by game. And if you wait to what if he has 9 sacks by then? What are you gonna do then? Are you gonna pay this man 15, 20 million?
That's how y'all have to think about it. They don't never do deals during the season. They've never done that. It's always either the bye week or before the season. Unless they're bringing a guy off waivers or something, they're not doing no money deals during the season.
So let me ask you
that's
this. That's
on them. They just gonna have to pay more.
So let me ask you this: if Gesicki continues on his tirade, I mean, last 2 games he was serviceable last game, but the Baltimore game he got shut down because he was double teamed all game. But let's say Gesicki picks off of what he did before that, and he continues thriving with Tua, and legitimately becoming Tua's either number 1 or number 2 favorite target after Waddle, and he continues and he gets touchdowns, and he gets priced at. Because right now he's probably between a $12 and a $15 million range, right? 12 to 14, something around there. Yeah. If he continues,
must be nice.
Are you willing? It must be nice. Are you willing to pay Gesicki somewhere around 15 and Ogbah around 16? That's $32 million.
One of them is getting franchise tagged. I don't know.
I think it's Gesicki.
Where they hit at, but that's going to happen to one of them. So it's choose your pick. It's going to be either Gesicki or Ogbah. And they're going to say, prove it again. And then they'll deal with that the following year when they get Brian Jones' contract. You see what I'm saying? They monopoly the money around. That's all they doing.
I mean, if you really want to be sincere, as much as I like Gesicki, I think that he's going to get the one. He's going to be franchised for one reason. As good as he is as a receiver, unfortunately, he's a tight end. And his only issue, he just can't block. Dude, I don't care. Look, throw yourself on the floor, grab his toe, bite his ankle. I don't care what you do. Just act like you want to try to block somebody. I'm telling you, bro, it's horrible, dude. Like, the problem is with Gesicki that when he's on the field, he's telegraphing the play. When he's on the field,
and he's sharp at running his routes. He is not sharp at running his routes.
He was on the field. Well, Big John, he was on the field against the Jets a lot, and Myles Gaskin had a very solid game.
So you're going to tell me that Myles Gaskin had a solid game because Gesicki blocked? Is that what you're going to tell me?
I'm just saying, like, that narrative that you're spewing that because Gesicki's on the field, the whole NFL knows it's a pass. I don't buy that. I don't buy that.
You may not buy it. You may not buy it, but everybody else buys it. And on top of that, when we're on offense and he's in the game, we're literally playing 12 on 10 because the other team knows you're going to pass the ball. Okay?
Yep.
If he could block a little bit, then you wouldn't have an issue. I've said from the beginning of the season, put Matt Collins at tight end instead of a receiver. Tell me,
they're lining this guy up out wide. He's doing his job. They're not asking him to block.
I would rather line him up in line and have him run against a linebacker, and nobody can cover Matt Collins if he's going up against a linebacker.
You know what, though? You know what?
Here's my thing. Okay, when it comes to Gesicki, I was like saying, let's pay Gesicki.
There we go.
Am I still being cut off?
You're back.
You're good now.
Okay. When it comes to the defense, I'm not paying Ogba. I'm sorry to tell you guys. I'm not paying that guy. I'm letting him walk. Let him go to another team. Brian Flores will figure that out. We just allowed 24 points to the Jets, 17 points to the Jets.
Wow.
What am I here?
I don't.
I disagree with defense.
Hold on.
I disagree.
So I was kind of breaking up, so I didn't get to finish. When it comes to that point, I'm trusting Flores to be able to find the guy, to not have to pay that much when it comes to that defensive end spot. That's not we are the highest blitz team in the NFL.
Yes.
You put a number, somebody's going to put pressure when you're blitzing that much.
Okay.
Our offense
unfortunately,
though, now I don't know if
we're not blitzing like that.
We barely
blitzed
Joe Flacco. We didn't.
That's what I'm saying. Look at this game.
No,
we didn't pressure him a lot. We pressured.
All we did was blitz Flacco, and then that's another good point you brought up, Sports Babe. When we didn't blitz at all, we didn't even get pressure. Where was Ogba at? Don't you want to pay that guy so much money?
That's what I'm saying.
This is where you make your name.
What I'm saying. They showed more of the blitz concept, but dropping back in the coverage and only sending 3 most of the game.
How do you think we're going to play against Carolina with Cam? You think we're going to show more blitz, or you think we're going to fall back more? What do you think?
I think they need to show more blitz.
I think they're gonna copy the Ravens game because Cam, to be honest, can't
He's
throw
a mobile quarterback.
Look, I'm gonna tell you guys right now.
Go ahead, Pete.
You cannot stack the box on Christian McCaffrey. Okay? You cannot. That is impossible. When you stack the box, listen, when you're stacking the box, it's man on man. McCaffrey will always, and listen to me, he's going to always make the first guy miss.
Okay.
You cannot. It's one. You saw what Michael Carter did on one play. He almost scored and got stopped at the 1 yard line on a stacked box. All he had to do was follow the block real quick and beat his one guy.
Okay, Pete.
McCaffrey is elite.
Michael Carter is quicker and agile than Christian McCaffrey.
Okay,
You cannot
I'm
compare
going to give you another reason why. If it was me, I would play the zero blitz the entire game, or at least that would be my base defense. I would drop out or blitz the entire game from that position. If you go into zero blitz, all of a sudden the quarterback's going to have to check to a screen or check to a quick pass because they think you're going to blitz. That's one. Two, and most importantly, we got 6 holding calls against the Ravens because they don't know who's blitzing. They're not blocking, they're grabbing. So McCaffrey may run for 10 yards, but if they're holding, they're going to go back 10 yards. So at the end of the day, they picked up five third downs. We gave up 5 third downs against the Ravens, right? 3rd and 4, we gave up 5. Right. They had 6 holding calls. So we gave up 25 yards, but there was a negative 40. I'd rather they can pick up 5 first downs if you're going to lose 40 yards and go backwards, and they're going to lose their drive, bro. But if you don't put pressure on the offensive line, that's when they eat us alive because our linebackers cannot cover. Jerome Baker could not cover Sports Babe, and she's sitting down, bro. Okay?
Listen, there you go. Here's one little thing I would like to say. If we make the Panthers punt, I don't want to see Javon Holland on punt returns. I need to see Jalen Waddle back there to get as many yards as we can. We need every yard we can get.
I want to see him do that run back. It's coming. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. It's coming. It's he's hungry.
And you know what's crazy? He had that catch in the game where the one that Ennis was talking about during the week, where he caught it almost out of bounds, and then when you saw him stop, and then you could see it, he was like getting ready to just take it, and he got caught right there in that corner. And I felt that was gonna be the moment where he would have caught something short and just taken it to the house. I'm just waiting for that too.
It's
either that or a bomb. That'd be nice. Now, but going back to McCaffrey, look, I'm going to say this. There is one positive as far as Carolina coming to Miami. Obviously, it's not going to be hot this weekend, and that affects the run game. So he's going to benefit from the weather down here this Sunday. I'll tell you that. I will say that. It's not going to be brutal for him or anything like that. But if we constantly put pressure on the line, if we keep blitzing, we send these safeties to blitz. It should help because, like you said, they're gonna. It's bound that they're gonna get holding calls. They're gonna have to, and we're playing at home. Usually, home teams, we get calls. That's what affects the Dolphins when we play somewhere else. We don't get any calls. Like I couldn't count how many times Jalen Phillips was getting hold last game, and it was pathetic. But at the end of the day, he is a rookie, and we're playing away.
You know what? That's that young man we need to start talking about, bro.
He's developing nicely.
Phillips,
bro.
We need to see 15 jerseys.
He's improved.
He is going to be a star.
He's improved, and this is facts.
Double linemen. He's going through double linemen, bro. Swimming through them, bro.
This is facts. Jalen Phillips has been the #1 most improved player
on our defense
from this draft. He has improved every game. He gets better.
I think that's Holland. Holland's #1. Holland's #1. He's #2.
Waddle.
Listen, and Waddle. I'm gonna make a crazy prediction. Jalen Phillips can probably break Jason Taylor's sack record here in Miami, right? And Jason Taylor is my favorite Dolphin, bro. But listen,
it's possible. Yeah.
But the thing is, we need to leave that guy on the line. He is disruptive. He has those long arms. He moves people away from him. He knows how to use his arms and then burst into the scene. I like it. I don't know, bro. I'm in love with Jalen Phillips.
You the person that said we shouldn't have took him at 18, but that's real funny to hear that.
No, but you know what's crazy? Like people were saying,
I was the only guy that predicted him on a double sack. I said he was going to get over 10 sacks.
For anybody out there that discredits Jalen Phillips, and we all agree with what Pete said as far as him playing just straight on the line and just rushing him every time. Let this man go into an offseason where he's going to get into proper body development. He's going to develop his body. He's going to work out. He's going to put the weights in. And he gets more into a football body. And he already has a football body. And he's going to get bigger, kind of like, what's his name? A defensive tackle. I saw him in person, and I was terrified. That man was huge. What's his name? Rayquan Davis, man. Rayquan Davis in the offseason, he just got bigger. And Jalen Phillips is going to come into his own.
Rayquan Davis, bro. Rayquan Davis was the one that hurt Michael Carter. He was the one that hit him on the ankle. Rayquan Davis was laying on his back. and he grabbed his ankle on the floor, bro.
Oh, I didn't know.
And he got out the game after that.
Wow.
Damn, I didn't know it was him.
Hey,
That guy's an
and
ankle
I'm
breaker.
surprised. I'm surprised Phillips hasn't had. I mean, let me not. You know what? I'm not saying nothing.
Don't jinx it.
Knock on wood. Yep, I'm not saying
Knock on
nothing.
wood.
I'm not
Don't
saying
jinx it.
nothing. Forget that one.
It's coming. I know what you were gonna say, Chachi. I'll say
Don't
it.
say it,
It's
Pete.
coming.
Don't
It's
say
coming.
it. No.
Don't say it.
Forced fumble, fumble recovery, scoop and score.
Yep.
It's coming.
Yeah.
Jalen Phillips touchdown is coming.
Yeah, I see Chachi. That's exactly what you were gonna say.
I'm gonna say it. It ain't going nowhere else.
Listen,
my
man,
teammates.
and the kid is getting a lot of pressure from you know he did that, he had that penalty, and you know he got up, he realized what he did, and even came out after the game and he said that, you know, when he pushed that play off the out of bounds, and you know the kid he's making plays. At the end of the day, he's a rookie and he's gonna have those, you know, dumb plays, but going back to Pete, listen, Pete, when he says factual things, it comes rare, but when he does, you got to put this man on the defensive line. Just put him on the defense. I don't want you to back up in coverage. I just want you to rush. Give me a pure pass rusher, man. Let's see what he has, man. And let him put some pounds on in the offseason. This kid's going to be another animal next season.
And shout out to 305 Sports Babe for bringing up the Christian Wilkins fumble recovery. But we also got to give a big shout out to the guy that caused that
Brandon
fumble,
Jones,
who's stepping up in bigger roles. Brandon Jones, man.
Yep. I think Brandon Jones is gonna be Rowe's replacement.
Yeah, eventually. And I remember we used to talk about there's another platform saying that he's not that. That's what's not this. He wasn't gonna be that. Oh, Miami Sports Fanatic, we got you.
Oh, what's up, people?
What's going on?
What's up? How's it going, guys? How's it going, everybody?
You're late. Hey, you're late, bro. And this
Sorry,
is not fashionably late.
Got out of work.
late.
Sorry about that. Thank you, Ashley, 305 Sports Babe, for being on.
Anytime.
Hey,
I got
no
another
government.
3 minutes. I got to catch you into the Heat game, so I'm here
No
for
government names here.
minutes.
What did I miss? What did I miss? What you guys talked about so far?
We're down 6. We're down 6.
Oh, the game's on?
Oh, you're watching the game? Bro, this is football talk, not basketball. This is football, not basketball.
This is
I know, but
Jeez.
Okay.
Yeah, but a little Heat update. We're Heat fans, baby. 305. You know what it is.
That's right. That's right.
Pistons tonight, so we're losing this whole game.
First of all,
Watching the Knicks. Watch your mouth.
First of all,
and I'm a Lakers fan, so it's different, you know.
Lakers play what? Knicks
you guys are
They're playing right now. They're playing the Knicks. They're playing the Knicks right now.
Yeah, but LeBron's still out there, right?
First of all, Chachi.
Hey, I got a secret. I got a secret for everybody out there. I got a secret for everybody out there. Listen, I got a secret. If they hit the like button right now, if everybody hits the like button, Tua throws 5 touchdowns on Sunday. I guarantee it.
Nice.
That's
Hit
bold.
that like button, guys.
That's bold. That's bold.
What did I miss? What were you guys talking about?
We talked about Christian Wilkins. We talked about Gesicki. We talked about
man, all the good things. All good things.
Gio, actually, we talked about what were your thoughts on the Jets game?
You're breaking up again. You're breaking up again, Pete.
Someone's underwater with Aquaman.
Hey, shout out to Bleezy, shout out to King Mill, shout out to Dolphin Don in the chat, shout out to my girlfriend Dana in the chat, shout out to everybody. Appreciate it.
You're so cute.
What was Gio, Miami Sports Fanatic? What were your thoughts on the Jets game last Sunday?
I'm gonna be very honest. I liked what I saw overall from the offense to a certain extent, with certain situational errors that I saw from Tua, which are definitely correctable. But I didn't like what I saw too much from the defense. I did like more often than not what I saw from Tua and the offense. The run game picked up a little steam this game. I will say there was a few moments, very, very few. I would say about 3 that I have at the top of my mind that I wish. And I have to be honest with myself. Those were rookie mistakes. For example, that fumble that we got bailed out on a penalty close to the red zone, I would have loved to have seen a throwaway. I would have loved I would have loved to have seen a throwaway, but at the same time, that's a correctable mistake. Another moment where I would have loved to have seen a better throw was that interception to Waddle. I know Big John knows what I think about that throw. I'm not gonna put that on Tua wholeheartedly, but at the same time, if Hunt is on your hip because he was just getting destroyed on that play, he was being double covered on that throw. It could have been a better throw. I would have loved to have been, more of a check down throw because it did turn into an interception. And there was another moment in the game. I'm trying to. There was another throw that Tua had where it was also in the red zone, where there was two players close to each other, two tight ends. I think it was Gesicki and Shaheen. That there was 5 defenders. That it was almost intercepted, and it wasn't. I didn't like that throw. I like the aggressiveness he had that day, but there was more out of those 3 things that I saw. Very correctable. Everything else I saw, the offensive run game picked up in the second half. Tua showed us a lot more moments of improvement. And I enjoyed it. I wish the defense could have played a little better. I think Flacco definitely prepared for the cover 0 because you could tell as soon as we were bringing in the blitz, he knew where he wanted to go with the ball already.
Yep.
And, linebacker play could have been a little better in those situations. But overall, we got to win. We got to win on the road. Doesn't matter who it was against. Jets, Jaguars, Falcons. It doesn't matter. If anything, we've seen we've seen those same teams that we think, don't deserve wins. We've seen them beat good teams. The Jets beat the Titans. It doesn't matter. NFL, it's hard to win in the NFL. One thing that I've been hearing is,
now, you know what? I want to piggyback off of that. I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but I definitely want to piggyback off of that. This is definitely not Dolphins, but it's funny because a lot of people say that Tannehill is who made Derrick Henry, not Derrick Henry made Tannehill. But this just goes to show, without Derrick Henry, Tannehill ain't nothing.
Well, let me say this on that subject.
Am I wrong here?
Let me say this on that subject.
Before you do, I gotta run.
Okay.
All right.
Hold up.
All right. 305 Sports Babe.
Thank you for coming on. I appreciate it.
Jumping
Thank
on.
you for promoting it.
I'll talk to you in a little bit, Ashley.
My pleasure. Happy Thanksgiving. God bless you guys.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Go Fins and see you later.
You too. You too. Bye.
All right, so I wanted to touch on the Tannehill thing because, looking back in retrospect, I was a Tannehill guy. I mean, I was sold everything in the box.
We all were.
All right.
I love Tannehill.
And I don't sit here and speak anything negative about this man. Now, that being said, there's one thing that we all preached on in Miami, and it's funny because we're kind of saying it about Tua right now. But there are things that we are saying that Tannehill needed, and that was a decent offensive line. It doesn't have to be a star. What's that word that everybody's throwing out there? Perfect. It doesn't have to be a perfect offensive line. Just give me average and above, or average, and give me a solid run game. So what happened to the one season that Tannehill got, the unicorn line that only played about 5 or 6 games?
With Jay Ajayi.
With Jay Ajayi. And how many rushing yards did he have? He was our stud running back since God knows how long, and you gave him that for one season. Does everybody remember what happened that season with Tannehill at the end because he got hurt? You remember what happened to us in the playoffs?
We got destroyed with Matt Moore.
And then, obviously,
the Pittsburgh Steelers that we had destroyed earlier that year.
Yep. So you gave Tannehill the tools to succeed. He always had receivers. They threw him at. They threw Mike Wallace at him. They threw a bunch of guys at him. But you could never solidify the offensive line and given him a premier running back. Tannehill gets traded for a bag of cookies. He goes to Tennessee. Tannehill has a decent offensive line. He has we want to call it a top 3 running back in the NFL. that can literally do all 3 downs. He can literally he can give you 100, give you 200 yards in a game, and you make defenses play safe because they know that man's back there behind Tannehill, and Tannehill looks so comfortable, right? Because that's at the end of the day, the guy's poised. He has, he could throw the ball down, but knowing that you got that man behind you, it's just gonna spread a defense, make a defense play safe. Now we're going back to this. It took us how many years to realize that that's what Tannehill needed, and that's what he got in Tennessee, and we're seeing it right now. If you want to call this year one from Tua, right? You want to call it game 16 is this Sunday, right, guys? Game 16 for Tua is this Sunday.
Yeah.
And we're trying to talk about this kid, and we keep spitting all these negative thoughts, and we say, oh, you guys want everything perfect. Listen, there ain't no such thing as perfect. But it goes back to what I said about Tannehill. Give him a decent offensive line and give him a star running back or a premier running back or a running back that can just give you 3 downs, like Pete always likes to say. You give him that, I guarantee you a lot of the talk of that Tua talk, that hatred, that this man can't throw, that Mac Hollins had to do a 360. I don't care about any of that. There was a touchdown. Be happy. We just won. And people are finding the little things in this game to complain.
Like here's
well, you got to.
I was saying it earlier today when I was Alex Donald's show. He had me on and we were talking, and he asked me, he said, would you take Herbert or Tua? And I said, to me, regardless of what anybody says, regardless of I'm not a size queen, bro. I'm not a person that the guy has to be 6'5" and have a cannon. That's not the way I view quarterbacks. I would take Tua over Herbert even now. Why? Because if you put Tua in San Diego, we'd be talking about Tua when we're talking about Herbert. Because if Herbert would have been here, Herbert would have never won Offensive Rookie of the Year because he wouldn't have played 7 games. So automatically, that's off the table.
Big John, can you elaborate on the
let him finish.
First of all,
let him finish.
No, I can't let that finish, bro. I can't let that finish. That makes no damn sense to me, bro. It's getting me mad, bro. Like, for real, bro. That can't be going on.
Pete, you can respond.
You said
that is the biggest B. You talk about bro. You could put Herbert on any team right now, and he is still Herbert, bro.
Pete,
you can't do that to players like that.
Big John, can you elaborate why he would play 7 games? Can you elaborate for the people?
Let him finish, and then Pete can respond.
He would play 7 games only. Who? Herbert?
Herbert on this team.
Herbert, he would have only played 7 games because Fitzpatrick played the beginning of the season.
Yep.
Right. He didn't have a punctured lung, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
So,
look, I'm gonna tell you right now. That's fine with me. Oh, you weren't done? I thought he was done.
No. At the end of the day, if you put Tua in San Diego, look, we don't have a Keenan. We don't have a Keenan Allen. Mm-hmm. We don't have a running back.
We don't have Wallace.
We don't have you don't have Mike Williams on the other side.
Mike Williams.
And I mean,
pretty decent running backs.
To steal a line from Big O and to bring up my favorite word of the day. I could have had sex behind the offensive line for 6 seconds because
that's it. Look, you see, if you're gonna say stuff like that, listen. Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now. If you would have put Herbert behind this team last year, we would have made the playoffs. Herbert would have beat out Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick would have been happy. Listen to what I'm telling you. Fitzpatrick would have been happy to ride the bench this year. He probably would have still been on the team this year, and he would have been happy to ride the bench.
No, because Fitzpatrick didn't want to
come out easily in camp. Those reporters, Omar Kelly, they would have been screaming, "Oh my God, bro!" Josh Rosen made the reporters in camp scream over his passes. Herbert would have blew this team by storm. Now,
I was about to say that, and let him finish.
And to the next take, let me tell you right now, Tua in San Diego, because I'm gonna call him San Diego, but they're the LA Chargers. Tua in the Chargers. He would have hurt those so-called weapons you think were so great. Mike Williams, he would have been a dud, never getting those deep shots that he's getting. Keenan Allen, he would have been getting shut down because that's all they would have really had is Keenan Allen. So they're going to double team him. Tua would have not had anything else. He's checked down Charlie. Get it through your mind, bro. To me, it feels like this guy is not on our team. Whether you guys want to believe it or not, bro. That's just me. Now? When my boss, the owner of my team, during the season, looking at other quarterbacks, that speaks volume, bro. That's it, bro. This Tua stuff, You guys need to understand and realize
Exactly.
he is not
No
going
Oregon
to save his
quarterback
own
has ever won
career,
Super
and he's
Bowl.
going to
Let's
get
just say
people
that one.
fired.
Chachi, can I answer that, please?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Respond.
Okay. This is the thing. He's a ding and dunk. So I've been posting his stats in the text chat. So y'all know where I'm going.
Yes.
For 15 starts, this man has 3,200 yards passing and 25 touchdowns and 10 interceptions.
Hell no,
Herbert for
Bleezy.
six. Hold
Tua
on. For
renamed
16
it.
Nah,
games.
Pete,
It's
Pete,
check down Tua.
Pete, he let you speak.
Pete, let her finish.
Who the hell is Charlie? Who's Charlie? It's
For
check down
Herbert,
Tua
16
from now
games.
on.
For 16 games, Herbert had 4,300, 31 touchdowns, and I forgot how many interceptions.
Man, I don't care about them damn stats.
Right,
Ennis.
you don't. But
Nobody cares about
like
stats, bro. It's the eye test.
When they go against what you say. That's the
Pete.
point, Pete.
Listen,
the stats matter.
Exactly. Stats are stats. You can't stats
Cut
are
it out,
stats
man.
because it is what it is. You can't argue
wait a
that.
minute.
Listen.
One second.
Listen.
Hey, Pete,
Okay,
Pete,
look,
what,
I'm gonna
Pete,
tell you
wait,
right now. Stats are stats, but hold on. I am gonna wait. I am gonna wait.
But
But
I'm
you
only
guys
gonna
like
ask you a
stats.
question.
Stats are
I'm only gonna
stats.
ask
You want me
you-
to tell you something, bro?
Throw me something,
You know,
Pete. Throw me something.
hold on. You know how mad I was yesterday, bro? It feels like it was yesterday on Sunday. You know
Why?
how mad I was? Bro, Waddle was not going deep. This is the worst secondary in the NFL. They had rookie, inexperienced, first-time career starting cornerbacks. We couldn't get anything deep going. It was, again, the little slow rhythm, short passing game. Okay, that was awful to watch, bro. I promise you guys from the bottom of my heart, if that was happening against the Jets here in our home, Tua gets booed all day, bro. Nobody cares about the 80% completion percentage.
Okay.
It's against the Jets, bro.
Okay. Are you done?
Big John,
Oh.
after you, I'm gonna say something. Big John.
Gasicki,
are-
he didn't even
but
get
let
the
me know when-
score.
Let me know when you're done.
Okay. All right, go, Big John, go.
Hey, let me ask you a question since you don't care about stats. I'm only going to throw one out there. Let me ask you a question. Justin Herbert, what is his record against Bill Belichick? 0-2, right? Just checking. What's Tua's record against Bill Belichick? 2-0.
3-0.
So you mean to tell me?
Hold
that
on,
Tua,
Big John. Let me add on top of that. The Chargers Herbert only has two more winning games than Tua as far as wins and losses. He only has two.
Finish. Finish, Big John.
Big John, finish.
Let me ask you a question. How many starts does Justin Herbert have in his career?
I'll tell you right now.
I know he's got.
Yeah,
Are you guys
20.
aware that players go their whole NFL career without 16 games started?
What does that mean, Pete? When you say that, what does that mean?
There's players that are drafted in the second, third, fourth round, Chico, that
What
get
players?
drafted and never. Players, bro, all over the league that never get. Think about it. They never get 16 career
Cap,
starts.
what's up?
What's going on, Cap?
What does that mean, though?
What does that mean, Pete? What are you saying?
What I mean by that is that you guys are bringing up Tua's only 16 games started.
That's the truth.
Like,
what does that mean when you say that?
What that means is that's what he's like. Honestly, he didn't even deserve those starts. He wasn't even the better quarterback at a certain point his rookie year with Fitzpatrick.
Be all over
Let me switch.
Like he
this up
should
for a
have
second.
less starts, bro.
Let me ask you.
He
guys,
was
'cause
given a lot of those starts.
I didn't get to say how I felt about the game on Sunday. I didn't get to share with you guys. So let me just start off from the top. I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed with the Miami Dolphins coming into every game and coming in strong. It's becoming a trend when Tua's playing. We come off the gate swinging and we usually get a touchdown. I love.
Where'd he go?
Hello?
I don't know.
Yeah, where'd he go?
Oh, he probably got kicked off.
Batman, get up here, soldier. You was flowing.
For real. Cap, what's up, Cap? Come on, Cap.
Look, when
Cap,
he
give
gets
it to me,
back up.
baby.
Oh, go ahead, Cap.
Oh
Cap,
man,
give
my
it to me,
phone
baby.
sucks, man. Just I'm going with the flow of pretty much everybody, like I don't want to say like regurgitating, but getting to the point where they're about to like choke on just too much Hawaiian punch right now. We got to calm down, man. We got to calm it down just a little bit right now.
Cap, I hear you, bro, but I'm not sold, bro, not at all. And Batman, it's all yours.
Yeah, I got
Batman, finish, Batman.
Backstage. So check it out. So basically we started strong, and I'm liking that. Pete, can we agree on that? You like us starting strong? Can you agree on that? Every
Start
game
strong where,
we
Batman?
start with a touchdown with Tua
First
first
drive
first quarter,
touchdown.
first
Hmm.
first drive
That
touchdown.
No,
All right,
I,
you
and
can
here's
I,
give
I,
me
another
that
good
all
I,
you
thing.
want.
Okay,
He's been
I don't
I
giving
want to
me.
do,
use that
but can
phrase.
I
I don't
add?
want to
Can I
use that
actually
phrase.
say
Starting
to
strong.
add to your
Starting
point,
strong
Batman? Can I
means
actually say
7-3
what I
right now.
like about the
I
opening
don't.
drive a little bit that
Okay.
we tend to go away from? What
Okay.
I do like is yes, we do start off, but don't you guys notice that we went up tempo on that opening drive? We're going up to the line of scrimmage fast,
All right. All right.
like putting that pressure on them. That's good for Tua, bro. Believe it or
I,
not, he gets to
Yeah,
be
because
Tua
able to.
does
he's a
great
momentum
in the high
quarterback.
tempo.
Yeah,
No,
he's a
and
momentum
not
quarterback.
only that, but when you get to the line of scrimmage fast, you don't let the defense substitute a lot of the times. That's number one. And number two, you
Right.
can pretty much see the whole base of the defense right then and there. But go ahead, Batman.
Exactly.
All
So
right.
let me
So
ask you. So
going
let me ask you a
looking
question.
into.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Batman. I'm going to ask you the question too. So they do this at the beginning of the game and they go up tempo. I have a question. Why don't they do it? Why don't they do it the second drive? Why
That's
don't they do
coaching.
the same thing? I
It's
know,
not
but I'm
Tua.
only asking because the first drive this game they play fake like 3 or 4 different times, threw the ball down the field, and after that they didn't play fake anymore until the bomb
Exactly.
that Tua threw
And
the whole other in the
and
second
here's
half.
another thing. You got I'm gonna keep saying this just because this is a positive that I do have of Tua, okay? So this is what I have to keep saying because this is one positive that I do love about the guy, okay? This is very important. The way he fakes the play action, bro.
He's great.
That guy knows, bro. There's times that guy fakes it. I think he gives it off. He
He
gets
took a
me,
page.
bro.
He
That
took
guy.
a
I'm
page.
telling you,
He took
I
a
don't
page
think
from
you
Lamar
guys
Miller
realize
and
how
Lamar
much of a
Jackson.
big deal
All
that
right.
is. Like,
I'm gonna
I
finish.
hope
I'm
you
gonna
guys know
finish.
about that.
So we
Yeah.
started off strong, and a lot of this is one thing that really pissed me off, and a lot of people this morning were jumping on all these platforms, and it pissed me off, and nobody called it out, and Big John, I didn't get to see the show you got on today this afternoon, but I'll catch it up tomorrow. But one thing nobody's addressing is how Michael Carter just destroyed us up to the point where he got hurt, and what pisses me off is that everybody says our defense played great, our quarterback played great, our
Right.
special teams played great. It was a collective win. I call BS on that. We got lucky that Michael Carter got hurt because Michael Carter had 9 rushes for like 63 yards up to that point until he got hurt, and he was
Yep.
running all over our defense. And we got extremely lucky this man went down. Whether it was our what Big John was saying, Christian Wilkins was grabbing his ankle. I don't know, but he got hurt, and we were blessed because of that. Now, as far as
Rayquan
that,
Davis.
Rayquan Davis. I'm sorry. So based on what I saw the first half, that was the one thing I saw. We came out strong off the gate, but that run defense we're getting destroyed. Now, getting into other players as far as the Jets, I think you mentioned this, Pete. How what's the receiver, the rookie receiver? What's his name? Jets rookie receiver.
Elijah Moore.
Elijah Moore was looking like Jerry Rice out there, right? That goes a credit again to our elite secondary, right? And Elijah Moore was making all these guys look like scrubs, and it got very annoying to
I know
see. And
it was Brandon
luckily,
Jones. I think a lot of the time.
yeah,
Right.
whether it was Brandon Jones,
Okay, luckily and luckily. What, bro? I'm gonna tell you right
It
now,
was
it's this
Brand.
guy right here in the corner, bro. He was up to his no good again, bro. He was doing it all day with that backward swisher sweet crap, and after as soon as he did that, blowing that smoke out, everybody started getting hurt and breaking knees again, bro. It's that right there in the corner. Everybody has to fear right now, bro.
they talk about Big John. Yeah, well, Big John's a very powerful person. Let's just say that.
I
But
was like,
look, now,
who's he talking about?
Big John,
Bro, I
Big John.
seen
But
it.
look,
I seen it.
listen, guys. Before we get into that, so yeah, obviously we got lucky off the run game. It died down when they lost their Michael Carter, and our defense started to step up. Our offense came back, and we started scoring. Our defense played really good in the second half. Granted, again, the run game for them died. Whether it was pressure from us or whatever it was, or it, that's one thing that I want to say. I see this game and I give credit. I give a lot of credit to Tua. And I'm not the type of fan that when the Dolphins win, I come out and say, we won this game because of Tua. That's not how I am. But if you really want to look at all his games that he's won this far this season, I gotta give him credit for this game because he was poised down the stretch. He didn't turn the ball over down the stretch, and he led us to a touchdown. And I like that he led us to a couple drives for a field goal and a touchdown. You gotta give him credit, man. You gotta give him credit. Now, if there's fingers that I want to point, what the hell's going on with Jason Sanders, man? Can anybody explain to me, please? What's going on with Jason Sanders?
I haven't said this publicly, and I'm gonna say it now,
The owner told
to
him,
me,
don't make those kicks, bro. We need touchdowns, and Tua is gonna have to win a game with his arm one day.
So Pete is trolling anyway.
Tua won this game. Tua won this
I understand. Look, the run game was a concern. I played Michael Carter on every single lineup. I felt like he was gonna have a big game.
Me too.
I was mad he got hurt, but the thing is, look, on the opening drive, right? Listen to this drive. Listen, on the opening drive, I know we scored a touchdown, but there was a 3rd and 1 situation. And this is on the opening drive, fellas. This is when you want to be aggressive and take those deep shots. It was 3rd and 1. Tua did the little play action thing. Beautiful. I can't recall if it was Mac Hollins or Preston Williams on the right side, but it was 1-on-1, and he beat his guy. Tua had him for the touchdown on the opening drive, bro. And he checked it down to Shaheen and got a first down.
That's pre-snap ability, and he'll get better at that.
No, it's not about that. It's about his decision making that really, like, I truly don't like. He does. I understand you. This is your guy, but let me finish. What I'm telling you is based on what I've seen is early on in the game when Tua even has those shots that wouldn't hurt the team if he missed and were to just scare the team. Back the defense off. He's not even doing that, and this is sad, bro.
You said on the
this
first
is versus
drive,
the Jets. Okay,
like he gave up points. He scored on that drive. You made it seem like he missed points.
Guys, real quick, time out. Let's answer the question that's up on the screen.
That's nitpicking. That's the stuff we be talking about.
He said, is there any reason we shouldn't make the playoffs, being that Tua is outplay every quarterback remaining on the schedule? So let's go around.
Not if he keeps improving, like he's shown every game. If the defense keeps playing how they played against the Jets, and Tua keeps showing improvement and improves the ability to read the pre-snap, that's the only thing I give him a knock for. Tua needs to get better at pre-snap ability. Now, I to answer Pete's statement from before, Pete, that is definitely pre-snap. He has to acknowledge that there's one-on-one over there.
Hold on, Pete, before you answer, hold on. Everybody go around and answer the question that's on the panel. Right?
I'll go next. I mean, I don't see a reason for them not to make the playoffs, but to me, it's not the defense that played against the Jets. They need to play the defense that played against the Ravens. They need to, in my opinion, I would play cover 0, start off, make that your base look, and go from there. I don't think that they can play zone. We already agree and have noticed that they can't cover anybody in zone coverage. And every time we drop back and we play zone, they eat us alive. And if you noticed, when we got the turnover and we destroyed Flacco, we blitzed him. And as much as people don't like to discuss this, and they always talk about Mac Jones, you guys realize something. Every time you blitz Mac Jones, you sack Mac Jones. Every time you blitz that man off the corner, you sack him.
Or if not, he turns around and he just falls to the floor.
Same thing. It's a sack.
Big John, do you know what the weakness is to the blitz?
Pete, what's the weakness? You're leaving them one-on-one?
You could do that.
Okay.
Or you just attack it. You attack it. If your offensive line is more physical than your soft-ass defensive front, like the Dolphins are, you just run at them. I'm going to let you guys – I want to answer that question. Look, put that question back up on the panel because I'm going to let you guys know how I feel. You want me to tell you guys? Forget playoffs, okay?
Chachi, can you put
I'm going to tell you guys right now.
Can you put the question that
I'm going to let you guys know right now.
Mark Jones put up.
I got you. Hold on.
Forget the playoffs. Remove playoffs. And you want me to tell you why? Christian McCaffrey playoffs. But that's not over yet. You know who the running back is that we're facing the week after that is looking to come back after injury and show off? Saquon Barkley. Tua is not going to be able to throw the ball against the Panthers and the Giants. Okay,
No.
I'm telling you guys right now,
Giants.
he's going. Listen to what I'm telling you. We are not going to be able to listen, bro. We struggle to put up points against the Jets.
Right.
The Panthers and Giants are legit defensive teams, bro. We are
Pete, do
going
you
to
know
lose the
24
next two
Real
games.
quick, do you know where the Giants game is at? What you know where they're playing at?
That's a
Listen,
good question.
we are going to
No,
lose the
I know
next
where
two
the game is.
games
I'm
at
just saying,
home.
you know where the game is at. They're playing at home,
We're
right?
going to lose these next two home games, bro. We're going to lose them.
The
I'm
only
letting you
game
guys
that
know
I
right
fear,
now.
the only game that I fear at this moment, and it's
This guy
two
said.
games.
This guy said. But the
fear-
thing is, hold on,
The
Batman. The
Giants
thing
are
that really
3-7.
look. I'm sorry. This is the thing that really
They just
triggered
fired
me
the
right
coach,
here.
too.
This is the thing that really triggered me right here about Mark Jones' question. Being that Tua should outplay every quarterback remaining on the schedule,
He should.
Tua's not even the better quarterback when he's on the home with the Giants. He's not gonna be the better quarterback. Cam Newton is a better quarterback than Tua.
He
Where?
outplayed
Whether you
Cam
guys
Newton
want to
last
hear
year.
Not
that
even
or
in
not,
Madden, man. Not even in
I'm
Madden.
done.
whether
Real
you
quick.
guys want to
Now you're
agree,
He
smoking.
outplayed Cam
I'm
Newton
just
last
simply
year.
playing.
Look, to answer the question up, the two games that scare
You're
me,
smoking good shit.
the Tennessee game, which I actually got lucky. I'm going to that game, the Tennessee game, and there's a rumor
see.
out there that Derrick Henry's actually might be ready to come back for that game.
I doubt it.
They're saying it.
No.
That is scary. We don't know how legit that is. And then the other game that scared me is our last game, which is the Patriots, because remember, last year was it last year or the year before where we busted their bubble as far as them getting into the playoffs, and we beat them and we ended their season. And if we continue this win streak and I'm taking it a game by the time. Actually, I don't like to look ahead, but if they get the opportunity to end our season, I think Bill Belichick is gonna put all his marbles into that, and that scares the crap out of me. But those are the only two games that I fear. I don't
Are
fear the
you
Saints.
guys
I don't fear anything else.
aware? How bad is Joe Flacco?
You said he was good. You said he was the best
You
quarterback
say
on the
he's
field.
elite.
Hold on. I think I didn't say he was elite or anything. I'm just when it comes to playing against Tua, almost every quarterback is better than him. That's what you guys need to realize. Number
So let me
one,
ask you a
okay?
question.
He's not playing Tua. He's
Oh, wait,
playing
wait.
the defense, Pete.
Exactly.
What are you
Okay.
talking about?
But wait. Time out real quick. I love how you continuously bring up this narrative, but at the end of the day, every quarterback that everybody says is better than Tua beats.
Facts.
He
I
beat
agree.
Justin Herbert, and you're going to say because of the defense. He beat Kyler Murray because he beat Kyler Murray.
He did beat Kyler Murray.
He beat Mac Jones because he beat Mac Jones.
And he almost beat Mahomes.
He beat Lamar Jackson because he beat Lamar Jackson.
Let me tell you something, Big John.
You bring up everything,
look, let me
man.
tell you, Big John. Let me tell you what happens
make it seem like
when
Tua plays
coaches like
offense
Sean
every time.
McVay, realize, like, fuck, I just lost to this idiot Tua. What does he do? He goes out and he trades and gets rid of that quarterback because there's no way your quarterback should lose to Tua. That guy does not put up no points. He put up no points. If your team can't put up points against Tua, you shouldn't
So why
even.
Arizona didn't get
Let me
rid of
tell you
Kyler
something.
Murray?
Yeah,
So why Arizona didn't get rid of Kyler Murray?
Okay, you guys like Kyler Murray. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys again. Okay, Kyler Murray. I'm gonna tell you guys again.
Who said we like Kyler Murray?
No. A lot of people think he's elite. People out here think this guy's MVP.
You said us.
I'm telling you guys right now.
Let me ask you a question.
Kyler Murray is trash, but people don't like to hear that.
Let me ask you a question. Why does
I agree with Pete on that.
Every week that whatever quarterback we're facing, he's elite for you? Why do you say that?
Because it's not that they're elite. It's not that they're elite. All I say is,
he thinks they're all better.
all I believe is, listen.
Do you really believe Flacco's better than Tua? Did you really believe that? Please tell me. Do you believe
Flacco? I promise you from the bottom of my heart, Batman, I'm answering you, bro. Flacco is way better than Tua, bro. Listen to what I'm telling you, bro. I don't want to argue this with anybody, bro. Listen to what I'm telling you, bro. What?
This is getting comical, man. For real.
of your
Dude,
fucking.
you
Hey,
guys
listen.
can't
Hey,
be
hold on,
serious, bro.
hold on.
Listen,
Time out,
here's the
time out.
real shit.
If there's
Here's
anybody
the
out
real
there,
stuff.
hold on, Pete. Hold on, Pete. I'm trying to help you out. If there's anybody out there
I don't need
in the
nobody
chat,
to help me out, bro.
no, because I wanna hear this perspective from somebody that doesn't like Tua as well. If there's anybody out there in the chat or listening from away, there's a link. If you could drop the link in the
I'll give you
StreamYard.
somebody. I'll give you somebody. Wait a minute. I'll give you somebody. King Mill. Answer the
King Mill.
question.
Exactly.
King Mill.
King Mill.
Jump
I
on
was
here.
about to
Do
Jump
say
on,
that.
you
King Mill.
think that Flacco is better than Tua?
Right now.
I got a
Honestly.
question after.
Honestly, King Mill. I know you don't like Tua. So this is better.
Funny?
But hold on, I got a
funny
question
thing
while we're waiting on that.
But
Joe Flacco and Ryan Fitzpatrick. Hold on, Joe Flacco or Ryan Fitzpatrick? Who starts?
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Ryan.
Yeah.
Come on, Pete.
All
Come
day.
on, man. You know better than that.
You guys know why.
For real, bro?
You guys know why. You guys know why, and that's a damn lie.
Why? Tell me
Listen
why,
to
Pete.
what I'm telling you. Joe Flacco, bro. Joe Flacco
They're breaking up, Pete.
want to admit that as of
Pete,
today.
listen to me,
That's the
Pete.
sad part.
Time
That's the
out,
sad
Pete. Time out,
part.
1 second. All right, time out, Pete. 1 second, Pete. Pete, listen. As far as you evaluating quarterbacks, in my opinion, as far as quarterbacks go,
Wait. King Mill
you
answered. King
cannot
Mill answered.
tell me
King Mill
anything.
answered.
He said,
Nah.
he's better. He's not better in my opinion.
Okay,
That-
now
exactly.
let me finish.
That's his opinion.
No.
I'm telling y'all.
Be more specific, King Mill. Be
I
more
I
specific.
think if you were to ask Flacco himself, he would die laughing at you.
Okay,
I'm being
but listen, hold on. Listen.
Are you guys aware that Joe Flacco is better than Tua at everything at being a quarterback?
He has good pocket
Pete,
presence.
Other than
I've been
speed,
quiet.
Ennis,
Flacco
get him.
is better than Tua at everything.
Get him, Ennis.
Pre-snap,
Get him,
I
Ennis.
arm
cannot
strength.
let this slide.
Yeah, Ennis.
Flacco has never been. Flacco has never been 80, not even 75% completion percentage in the fourth quarter. Tua's doing that in his first 15 starts.
Get
So
him.
don't come with
Keep
he's
going,
just
Ennis. Hold on,
better
Ennis. Keep
if you
going.
ain't
Keep
got
going.
no backup stats to prove that he's better.
Yeah, Ennis,
Just
keep
saying
going.
he's better is not gonna fly with us, Pete. We're not them. So you gotta come with
Listen,
better than that.
Ennis, I gotta sometimes look. Listen, I gotta
Cut
be
it out.
honest. Look. I gotta be honest with you guys. Look, my favorite team is the Dolphins, no matter what. All right, no matter what, my favorite team is the Dolphins. But I'm never gonna lie, or like, don't think I'm trolling when I say what I say. All right, guys. I really believe this.
Hey guys, hold on.
No, I know, because I read that little chat that he put up.
No,
and I'm not. I truly believe
you
that
don't
Joe
troll.
Flacco. I truly believe. I got to make sure I say this again. I truly believe Joe Flacco is better than Tua as of today.
Okay.
Everybody
I'm not
in
trolling.
the chat, everybody listening though. Look, when Pete says, because look, before I knew Pete and we got to talk, in private, I asked him that question. I asked him if his takes on Tua were like trolling, and he told me, I'm not trolling. This is how I feel about it, and everybody out there, if you think he's trolling, he's not trolling. This is how he really feels about him. So you got to give him credit when he says that.
He's insane. But anyway, listen.
That's facts, bro.
I know you're insane, but anyway, hold on. Don't raise your hand. You're grounded. Now, here's what I'm gonna say real quick. You telling me what you think are better. You lost all validity with me the moment that you sat there from week 4 on, or 3 or 2, telling me that Jacoby Brissette is better than Tua the entire season. And I sat there and told
for real.
You are
Read that.
smoking.
Read that stat right there.
John. Thank you for bringing that up, John.
You're smoking some good shit, and you got to the point where you said, "Hey, I don't want to see Jacoby Brissett ever again, bro." All right, and then you wanted him to play. You got me to the point where you pissed me off, and I had to end his career in a Dolphin uniform.
Hey, Gio, Miami Sports Fanatic. Can you bring some of those facts that you were bringing out this morning, like all those statistics as far as where Tua ranks? Because like what Blake put up and what we just put up on the screen, that's all facts. Tua is top 10 in QBR, and that ain't something that Tua himself or his dad is writing. That's a fact. So I'm telling you right now, put if you can, Sports Fanatic, say some of the stuff you pulled up today on Tua as far as the quarterback ranking.
Ines, can you say it for me?
Damn.
Do you remember?
He was 10th in quarterback rating. He was second in quarterback completion efficiency behind Kyler Murray.
Mm-hmm.
He was first in least sack percentage, and his QBR is 88 right now, something like that.
No, like and then his QBR in the fourth quarter is a 114,
and that's 7 games compared to everybody else that has played 10 games.
Oh, perfect.
How many times has Brissette been sacked?
Hold on. EM.
So why are we not over 500?
EM, Flacco.
Tua missed 4 games.
Hey, bring EM up here, man.
Hey, EM, jump on here.
Flacco or Tua?
EM. Flacco or Tua is the question.
I'm gonna do like the rain dance. Come on, EM.
Hold on. EM, we want you up here. If you can, you're busy, homie. Just answer the question. Do you pick Flacco over Tua? If you can't jump in because you're busy, we understand. But if you want to jump on and we could debate this as grown men, we can do that. But Ennis, how many times did Jacoby Brissette get sacked this season?
Hey, get EM up here. Come on, EM, bring it up here, baby. Let's get it.
Including turnovers, including interceptions that Tua's thrown. How many turnovers? How many turnovers does Tua have, Ennis?
9.
Yup.
Okay. And how many times he's been sacked?
8.
And Tua's played what? How many games?
5.5 games.
5.5 games, right?
5.5 games.
And Brissette has
5.5 games.
So it's about the same, right?
Yeah.
So my question is, so those people out there that says I can't find one, you don't want to give him the accuracy, don't give it to him. But I can't find one elite trait that Tua has. And this is the same garbage offensive line that Tua's has, the same garbage line that Jacoby has had. So I'm asking you, if Tua is evading the sacks, isn't he elevating the O-line play? It ain't the other way around. So isn't he elevating the O-line play?
I think so.
Like the meme. How does that mean?
The O-line that is still ranked 31st in the league.
Yeah. We got 3. We got 3 of the worst. And I hate to talk down on play, especially our team, man. But we have statistically, we got
You're the fact.
We got 3 of the top 5 worst offensive linemen in the league, and they all start right next to each other.
Yep.
You guys realize that?
But this is the thing. People say we can't say nothing about the offensive line. It's Tua. But Tua's not running the ball. Tua's not blocking. So why is the running game 32nd in the league?
Much pressure is because of Tua.
What?
They blitzing.
He gets the same pressure with Brissette. The line gives up the same pressure.
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
The same exact pressure, just that Brissette takes a sack.
You're wrong there. You're wrong there.
Listen, bro.
Cut it out. Like
it's not. It like.
Hey, you know what? Hold on. Wait. Gio, go ahead, Gio. Go ahead.
So
waiting up patiently in the back.
I've been wanting to say this for a while, man, because it started when Pete compared Joe Flacco better to Tua, and it's a testament that a quarterback that hasn't played.
Shout out to Blake.
Shout out to Blake, man.
Subscriber.
That's what's up, Blake. Appreciate that, bro. I just want to say this, man. It's a testament to Tua that we are comparing him to veteran quarterbacks. Quarterbacks that have seen every defense in the book. Every defense in the book, man. And I'm going to say it like this. Tua has not seen every defense in the book. You just don't. When you play 16 games, it doesn't matter if he's not a rookie, if he's a rookie. Fact is, he's going to play his 16th game this Sunday. Now, aside from that, he shows me pocket awareness, accuracy. He scans the field really quick. He goes through his progressions really fast.
Dude.
Before anybody answers,
bro, that makes no sense, bro.
Wait. Before anybody answers, I gotta answer. I need to hear from somebody first. Okay, there's the question: Flacco or Tua? What's the answer, EM?
What's going on, EM?
What's good, fellas? What's going on?
Good evening. How you doing?
Give me the answer.
Are we serious? Is that a trick question or what?
That's what Pete just said.
I think Pete said in Madden though. In Madden, he said.
No, in real life. Listen, EM. And hold on, because I got a question. You guys don't think we put up more points with Flacco under quarterback? Going against that Jets.
You get sacked every day. You get sacked every play.
Come on, bro.
At this stage of his career, bro, no, bro.
He's a statue.
You need to stop.
Come on.
Thank you,
You need
EM.
to stop, bro.
Thank you, EM.
All right, bro.
Come on.
All right, bro.
For coming and being a rational voice.
Look, I'm gonna stick. Look, I believe what I believe, bro. But I'm gonna say y'all win. Y'all won that.
Bro.
Y'all jumped the hell out of me. Look, y'all had to bring Ian.
Hey, that's why I said Keith Mill. Hey, whoever's a Tua,
and then
you don't have.
Mill too. I'm jumped
Hey, you know
up
what?
here,
Respect to you, Pete, for admitting that.
Yeah, of course, though. At least Pete stands his ground. He says what he says. He speaks what he believes.
Hey, listen.
You got love, Pete. I got number love.
Hold on a second.
That's it, bro. EM came and said it, bro. I'm done, bro.
Hold on.
Move on. Let's act like I never said it. Can we please, as friends?
Let's do it. Let's move on from it. Big time.
Hold on.
What's good, fellas?
EM wasn't
What's going on?
What's up, big dog? EM wasn't on when you said it, but when you sat there in week 3 and told me that Jacoby Brissette is a better quarterback than Tua, you lost all validity to tell me anything about the quarterback position, bro.
What about? There's a rumor out there. Pete saying it didn't happen. Pete, hey, listen. If whoever called you out on it the other day, because there's a quarterback rumor before that. This is before I met Pete. There's a rumor out there, and Pete, if I'm wrong, and if whoever called you out, I think it was yesterday, or the day before, they said that you said prior to last season that Cam Newton was going to be an MVP. Or something like that. You said that?
Yeah.
Man.
I was actually. Let me tell you.
They're killing you,
hey, listen.
They're killing you, bro.
They're killing me, EM. They're killing me. But listen, Batman. I'm telling you, today when I had a little time, I was trying to look for the clip. I'm telling you, I'm gonna find the clip, and I'm gonna do my due diligence and clear my name off of this Cam Newton elite talk. I already told you guys. I was only saying Cam Newton is going to beat the Dolphins week 1. They're just mad Cam Newton beat us, and they're trying to drag that along as more and more and more.
How come you don't say? How come you don't say? Hold on. Pete, how come you don't say? How come you don't say?
But what I did say. Hold on.
How come you don't say Cam Newton beat Fitzpatrick? How come you don't say that?
Hold on.
How come you don't say that?
Hold on. What I will say is, when I did say anything about Cam Newton, I said he is the second best quarterback in the division heading in last year.
Everybody
That's what I did say.
Don't say a word.
That he was the second best quarterback in the division.
Say a word.
That's the only thing I said.
Right
Josh Allen. Then it was Cam Newton, and it was the other guy for the Jets, and then Tua was fourth.
No, fuck second, third, fifth, and seventh. Listen, I'm calling you out right now because you're full of shit. You just sat there and said that Cam Newton was going to beat us last year. If I'm not mistaken, you just sat there and said we were going to lose to the Carolina Panthers, and Cam Newton is starting next week. So you're full of shit.
No, I'm telling you right now.
Get him.
But
damn, Big John.
Listen, Big John. Ask this question. Hey, Pete, who do you think is the better quarterback when they get on the field on Sunday? Cam Newton or Tua? And I'm going to give you my answer. It's Cam Newton.
All right, so
Pete, can you find? Hang on, real quick. Pete, you really think Cam Newton is a better player, a quarterback than Tua? You really believe that?
He does.
Cam Newton is better than Tua, bro. Cam Newton will have Tua on the bench, bro.
Can you explain to me why? Seriously, Pete, I really want to know what you're seeing on film that convinces you that Cam Newton is a better option.
I want to know what you Tua guys are seeing on film that would actually credit him. Hey, what do you guys see? Because all I see is check down Tua. Let's go back. I never listen on this channel. I never want to hear check down Charlie. The name is check
but
down.
was going to save the season.
But that's what Cam has been his whole career, Pete.
It doesn't matter, bro. At least Cam brings an elite ability, which is his running, and he's going to use it to his ability. He's going to use it to his advantage.
He's not that
same Cam Newton anymore.
Hey,
EM, oh my God.
EM,
as much as
crazy. Listen, guys. Listen.
I want you guys to type. I want you guys to type in this on YouTube. Cam Newton, I'm back. I just want you to type that in. Cam Newton, I'm back. So you can hear him screaming he's back.
We're really gonna get in. Everybody, just look. We're really gonna get into the whole Carolina thing on Thursday. For everybody that wanted to know, so I just want to ask you a question, Ian, because that's what we're doing today. As far as the Jets game, what were you? What you know? Just break us down.
Save the Panthers talk for Thursday night.
We're doing Thursday night.
We could save the Panthers talk.
So as far as the Jets game, EM, just tell us, what were some positives, some negatives that you saw briefly. You don't have to go into details that you saw from the team aspect as far as offense, special teams, and defense.
Fuck that. No, go into detail. Tell me, Ian. Go into detail.
I don't know if you have time.
Well, no, we good. I got my family in town.
We got time. We got time.
I'm good. But yeah, it was a lot of positives, bro. In particular with Tua talking about Loa. I don't know if I was on TV's platform the other day. Sorry, my voice, man. I've been going back and forth privately with a lot of folks about Tua. His performance on Sunday. A lot of guys, by the way, I'm not calling no names though, but so my voice is a little, how animated I get, so y'all need to bear with me. My voice is a little raspy right now, but Tua in particular, I thought played a very he was a very efficient game Sunday. I could see Tua when I was on TV's platform the other day. I said that we were talking about what positives we saw from Tua, and Tua seems to be trending in the right direction. If you look at that play, the play that he made to Mac Hollins, just one play I'm gonna highlight real quick. It wasn't just the throw that impressed me the most. It was how the play developed. And if you go back to the Buffalo game, that same scenario with that same player with Mac Hollins, it wasn't the exact same play, but it was very similar to where Tua had to evade, extend the play, and he had an opportunity to make a throw with his arm. But Tua wasn't in a Buffalo game. Tua wasn't even looking downfield to even make a throw. He was just trying to make a play with his legs and get down. Correct. This game, that's why I said the throw wasn't the most important. It was how the play developed. Because this time, in the midst of chaos, Tua extends. He evades pressure, extends, but his eyes was always focused downfield. And he actually looked, his eyes, he maintained his focus downfield, and he obviously made the throw. So that was definitely a positive from Tua that I saw. It's still some things he's got to clean up. Sorry, fellas. There's still some things he's got to clean up, like that, the interception he threw to Waddle. It still seems at times the rush mentally affects Tua to where he's not settled with his mechanics. And Tua's game, if y'all have heard me talk about Tua's strengths and weaknesses, I've always highlighted one thing about his game. His game is predicated on solid and consistent mechanics. Tua is not the type of athlete that can just, if his mechanics are not sound, he can't make those tight window throws consistently. And that's what we saw Sunday when the ball sailed on him. His feet weren't set. His body wasn't set. His feet, his hips, his shoulders were not in alignment on that throw. And I think he did. But I will give him. I am willing to extend some grace to him because he did have pressure coming. I think to his left side. So, but he's got to get more consistent at that. But other than that, overall, there was a lot to see from Tua. He was aggressive. Even pre-snap at the line of scrimmage, you saw him audibling. I don't know if y'all saw that, but he was audibling in and out of plays several times, and we haven't seen that with Tua. So that's why I said he's trending in the right direction. You can see incremental growth in his game, especially in specific areas that me. I am a Dolphin fan. I extend the same criticism and praise to every player. I don't care who it is. So y'all know I've been critical at Tua at times even going back to last year. But in the areas that I saw that I highlight that he had issues with early on this year, you're seeing that incremental improvement. And so you got to love that as a Dolphin fan. You have to.
How did you feel about this defense overall from the beginning when they were getting run down and to the end? How did you feel about that?
What's that? I'm sorry, bro.
How did you feel about the defense overall?
I love you, EM, because you always keep it real, but I just don't buy it with Tua. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh,
and that's okay. And that's okay to believe that. That's okay to believe that.
And that's fine. That's fine.
That is your opinion.
Nobody will kill you for that. It's just
opinions are like buttholes. Everybody got one.
Well, yeah, he did. Like, let's keep it real. He talked a lot, and it was all about that one play to Mac Hollins on a broken coverage, which is right. We do want to see Tua when he's moving around, keep his head up and look for guys downfield. But
why do you have to mention it was a busted coverage?
Yeah, Pete, come on. Pete, let me ask you a question.
If you go back,
you know why?
2 weeks.
Are you talking about the video or right now?
Hang on real quick. You know something? The hypocrisy in this community is ridiculous. I feel we all know people overly praise Tua, but they also overly criticize him. Like that specific play, people were nitpicking that play. Saying it was all that. It was a busted play. But Justin Herbert had that same scenario just 3 weeks ago. Same air distance. It was eerily similar to how that play unfolded. But everybody gave Herbert so much praise.
Top 10 sports.
Yeah, but look,
you know what I mean?
Hold on, EM. Time out. No, he didn't have it 3 weeks ago. He had it this Sunday. A busted coverage happened on Sunday.
Oh yeah, it was Sunday. Absolutely, you're right, John.
Yeah, but why do you guys do that? That's what I actually I don't like. Like you guys bring up, but Justin Herbert did it this one time. He underthrew it.
No, but he gets praised for it. That's what we're saying.
No, I understand he gets praised for it, but you know why he gets praised for it? Because he's done it so many times. Tua has not even done it one time clean fashion. When have we seen it one time clean fashion from Tua? Y'all need to stop this. Josh Allen, his rookie year looked trash. Herbert did this, but when Tua does it, it doesn't even look. Exactly. Isn't that his elite trait? Accuracy?
If
you're going to talk about accuracy, you throw that and have the receiver done. You see, I don't like what I'm saying because it's facts. Y'all want to cut me off. But listen, an accurate throw is leading Hollins. If you guys want to be factual, you lead Hollins on that play and you let him catch it on the run. That's just facts. Don't hate on Omar, bro.
Look, bro, I'm exhausted. Arguing that point. The man made the play, Pete. The play was made.
The man made the play. You can't take it away. But it wasn't a clean play.
Just read what Blake put up there. Just read what Blake
put up. Just told you he was being rushed. Like, what part of that are you missing?
Man, players all the time are rushed. They buy time and make accurate throws. Come on now.
You see what he's saying?
That's what's a highlight.
See what I mean by overly critical? See, all that ain't necessary, Pete.
But it's not about overly critical. It's the fact that you're using you guys were doing okay. But when you start adding other players, that's the issue. You start dogging. Herbert.
What EM was saying was that.
But Herbert did it last week. He underthrew it. But Herbert don't have to prove it no more, bro. The guy that has to prove it is Tua.
Listen to what EM's saying. The only reason why he said that was they could both have the same exact play. And at the end of the day, Tua's going to be criticized for nitpicking something in the play, and Herbert's going to be top 10 Sports Center.
Exactly.
And it'll be top 10 Sports Center.
That's all I'm saying, Pete.
Exactly.
Bro. Why are you trying to make more after what I said, Pete? Nobody's criticizing Herbert, bro. I'm just trying to
EM. You know why? Because that's what happens. When they start naming other players, I'm sorry. When they start using other names, my brain just gets triggered, bro, because I just don't like it, bro.
Context is everything.
Like when they start comparing Herbert to Tua stats and Josh Allen and they
I
start
didn't say
doing all
anything
of
about
this.
stat. Who brought up
No,
stats? Did
I know. But that's where I thought it was going, and I get ahead of myself
No.
sometimes. So
Yeah. You need to slow down, bro.
Well, at least you man enough to admit when you're wrong. Appreciate that,
yeah,
bro.
exactly.
Appreciate
Yeah.
Hey,
What
can
was
I
your,
say
what
something real
was?
quick? Hold on.
Yeah, Ennis, go
Hey,
ahead. Ennis.
Go ahead.
speaking of context, I don't know if EM you heard the last time you was here, you had got off, and I wanted to apologize to you for that incident on Steven's show because the context was taken wrong, and I'm man enough to say I was wrong for how I came at you, and hopefully we can get past that. But I respect
Yes,
your
sir.
view on
Only
stuff.
on
I
MFT
just
Network,
heard
baby.
I just jumped in the
Fins
conversation
Nation
that day and heard the
Miami.
context wrong. I went back and listened, and I'm man enough to say I was wrong towards you, another brother, which I don't condone. So I owe you an apology, and I'm doing that in front of everybody.
it is. I
Facts.
owe you one too, bro. Because you know what, I should have reached out to you. See, I don't like, on the contrary, what a lot of folks might believe, and it might not tell when I'm on streams how animated I get at times. I'm very a non-confrontation type individual, bro. So me explode, because see, I'm gonna tell you the way.
Yo, everybody hit the like button for that right there. Everybody hit the like button for that right there.
Absolutely.
Straight facts. That's man shit right there.
Absolutely. What happened? I want to apologize on my part too, because reason when he sent me that text message, I had already engaged with with several individuals prior to that. So I was already wired, maybe a little too tight. I was a little too edgy, I guess. And so when Reason sent me that text, somebody's calling you out. So I was like, who's calling me out? And so, when I read the comments or whatever, when y'all were on streaming, I just jumped the gun. That was my bad as well, bro. So I want to extend that same apology to you, bro, because I came at you sideways as well. It's no excuse for that, bro.
You good?
And look, you close. You and all the for work. We're gonna have to hook up soon, bro.
And I've been trying to get a dolphin party here with whoever, but Irving
Hey, how far are you guys from each other?
Hey, I'm close.
20
close
minutes.
to Ennis.
20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Yeah.
Come on, man, make it happen.
Yeah.
And let me say this too, while we're at it, like at this point, I'm gonna use Ennis in this example. You guys know Ennis lately; he's been going at my throat. We know EM used to go at my throat, and now Batman, Geo, all you guys are going at me. But at the end of the day,
we respect each other.
No, listen. I know exactly. At the end of the day, I love you guys because this is what the Dolphins. This is what Dolphins talk is about. And when I'm talking about like you guys, even though I disagree, you guys have very valid, fair points. Okay, even though I disagree with them, I don't sit with them. But when you guys talk about Tua and you bring stuff up, you guys aren't wrong either. That's the beauty of this. Okay, but I stand alone in this little thing with a few guys, maybe. But at the end of the day, I love how each and every single one of you defend my team when it comes to my players on the roster, that goes a long way with Tua. Okay?
I don't know, Pete. Hold on. I don't know. Sometimes, bro, I can't tell with you, bro. I don't know.
Hold on a second, man. Hey, Pete.
What's up,
Hey,
bro?
Pete, you never stand alone, bro. It's you and TD, bro. You always got a compadre.
I love TD so much, bro.
Hey,
TD is
you know what? TD, I love TD like a brother, bro. But TD can be extremely that's what my voice. That's what I sound like to say. It's because of TD, bro. Y'all should over. We had a 4-hour conversation. We had a 4-hour conversation, a very spirited conversation, Sunday after the game about Tua.
Yeah.
And I mean, bro, I love Tua. I love TD like a brother. But he can be extremely frustrating, bro, at times, man.
I'm making. You know what I'm doing? I'm making a list. I'm making a list of everybody out there that not just like you could say Tua, you don't like him, that's fine. But I'm making a list of names. I'm not calling anybody out, but I'm making a list of names of people that are speaking hatred about this kid when he's doing at times serviceable or good. And they still speak bad on this kid. And I'm writing down names. And
is my name on that list?
You are on that list. You are on that list.
I just wanted to make sure. I'm glad. You know what? I'm glad I'm on that list. How about that? But go ahead.
Listen. Because like Epps, 1, 2, 3, 4 Epps was, basically calling out TD because of something TD said during the live stream, and they were going at it back and forth. Ebbs jumped on TD's platform. They squashed that, that situation. And TD, because Ebbs was basically saying that based
Oh,
on what
what
he saw
happened?
the last, Ebbs said that based on what he saw, Ebbs was not a Tua guy. He didn't like Tua. He said he didn't think Tua was even a good college quarterback at that. So he said, based on what he saw from Tua from the last 2 quarters of Baltimore and when he saw this game, so a 6-quarter sample size, he said that he is switched. And now he's saying he believes this kid could be good down the line. So now he's switched up. So he's part of the list of people that I got. And then he jumped on TD's platform, and TD said, I need to see about 3 to 4 games of consistency every game for me to see if I change my opinion on Tua.
Wait,
That's fair.
And Cap has been saying the same thing too. So now I'm asking you, Pete, because I have you up here. Let's say Deshaun Watson incoming. Let's say for whatever reason, I'm not gonna say John because I know John's gonna throw it out right now. Let's say just he retires.
He goes to Carolina. Let's just say he goes to Carolina.
He goes to Carolina, or he retires.
Don't say nothing bad, please.
I'm not saying anything bad. I don't like to speak bad on anything. My question to you is, what would it take from Tua for you to switch up and believe in the kid?
I gotta be honest with you. I don't think, like, you guys don't realize how much Tua limits the offense and how frustrated I am with the guy right now. And I don't think you guys realize how frustrated I am with the game on this past Sunday.
I want to touch on that real quick. What do you mean? Be specific, Pete. See, that's what why I can't speak to anybody
else. I'm frustrated from Sunday's game. I didn't see enough deep shots. Okay, to me, with Tua, I want to be specific here. To me, like, the right side of the field is invisible from like the 15 to 30 yards. It's invisible, bro. He doesn't throw it to the right side of the field. On the opening game, and that's something I pay attention to heavy, EM. This is why I tell you. I remember the game easily. On Sunday, on the opening drive on 3rd and 1, I just don't remember who that receiver was. I think it was Preston, or I think we had Mike Gesicki lined up out wide. The guy had his guy beat, bro. And all you got to do is throw it out there on a 3rd and 1 on the opening drive, and he's not aggressive enough. I want aggressive football.
That's fair.
So
that's fair.
That part I don't like, and I don't think Tua is ever going to be aggressive. The only reason he threw it, look, this is what I'm gonna say right now. The only reason why Holland scored that touchdown is because he was wide open. If he had a guy on him, Tua does not throw that ball. He would have tucked it and ran it. That's all I'm gonna leave it at right there.
You know what?
And
you know what, Pete? And that's valid. That's a valid point. I'm critical too. See, I think Tua's biggest issue, I do think the hip still, I think that injury has taken something away from Tua. Whatever surplus in terms of athleticism that he had, I think it took it from him. And I'm not saying he can't get it back. He don't have it back now. So in terms of Tua being aggressive down the field, I think the injury bothers him, but I still think he has, because he proved that Sunday he can throw the ball. He can still put the ball. He proved it last year. He can throw the ball 50-plus air yards. He can do that. But I think the biggest thing, the issue, well, two issues. One, I don't think the play calling, the offensive coordinators trust this line enough to be able to consistently dial up 5 and 7-step drops for Tua, and I don't think the line is going to hold up long enough for routes to develop, down the field. And also, I think Tua has to get adjusted to what's open. I think he's still trying to process and get accustomed to NFL windows as opposed to SEC windows. So I think once he does that, I think you will see a more, and his health improves. I think, and also if the line stabilizes, you'll see more aggressive. You'll see more.
Now, to answer the question.
Hopefully.
Now, to answer the question. To answer the question that he asked me real quick, Batman, I'm going to answer it now and think. What I would need to see from Tua is I don't care about the completion percentage like you guys be screaming, okay? If that guy could just be 54% completion percentage, 50%, but he's taking more aggressive throws and he's opening up the offense more. I'm just saying, like,
50%,
I
bro.
don't need, but
Pete, come
you
on,
get what
man.
I'm saying.
50.
I just need more aggressive throws. One-on-one
Can I?
situations, I think our guys can win them,
Okay.
and he doesn't give them. So if he
All
can
right,
do
now
that
let me talk.
and do it out of the pocket and not look so frantic, maybe I'll like the guy more.
Okay,
But that's it.
now, okay. First of all, that whole narrative that you have that Tua was never aggressive in college is bullshit. I'm gonna call you out on it because Tua was known for two things: accuracy and throwing the ball deep, because he had the most beautiful deep ball in college when he was there. That's one. So let's start with
Big
that.
John,
Two.
I'm gonna say this real quick. Big John, I know you let me talk, bro. I know you let me talk, but I've already done my full evaluation of Tua, bro. When you go back to Tua's college days, you go look at his big plays. They only came when the guy was up 28-0, bro. I don't care, bro. Yes, it is true, bro. He still had that little dink and dunk offense, went up 28 points, and then had the big shots, bro. Listen to what I'm telling you, bro.
That's a lie, Pete. Pete, you're lying. Pete, you're lying because the first thing that Alabama's offense.
What about the national championship game? He came in halftime down.
No, hold on, Ennis. Hold on, Ennis. First of all, Pete, the first thing they would do was in the first 3 or 4 plays of every game, Tua would throw a bomb and score a touchdown. So that's not accurate, first of all. So let's leave it there. Now,
I don't know what games you were watching, bro. I don't know what games you were watching.
All of them. Go look at them. All of them. Trust me.
I don't know what games you were watching.
Go look at them, Pete. Look at them.
You know what? If y'all go back, and I encourage everybody, this particular throw that I'm about to highlight is a perfect illustration of what Tua can do when he's healthy, when he has time, and when he's healthy. Go back to that it was the national championship game when they played Clemson. Okay, Tua, Alabama had the ball first. Tua threw that pick six, right? I think Adrian Terrell jumped that screen pass and he picked it off and ran it back. It was a pick six. On the very next drive, it was 7th down in like 7, I believe. Tua flat-footed. I mean, he hit Jerry Jeudy. The ball was like 50. I think the ball was like 57 air yards, and he hit it in stride. The ball didn't hang in the air. It was on a rope. It was a laser. The very next play. So that play right there, I encourage everybody to go pull that footage up on YouTube and look at that to see that's an illustration of what Tua can do when he's healthy.
Right.
So don't say you can't throw the ball deep, Pete.
And we're not asking for an elite offensive line either from the comment up there. We're not asking for it, but we just got the historically bad O-line.
Hey, EM, can I ask you something?
Yeah, go ahead, Owen. Go ahead.
When he says that Tua didn't act aggressive on that first drive, he scored the touchdown. So isn't that nitpicking?
Absolutely.
That's all we be trying to get to Pete.
Bro.
Okay, but you guys don't understand me. Listen, okay, Ennis, you're right, or whatever. I'm nitpicking. I'm not happy. But at the end of the day, how many passes in that goal line when we were in goal line? We ran like 10 plays, bro. Think about it. He never passed it into the end zone. It was like 3rd and short, like at the 6-yard line. And he checked it down to Patrick Laird. And if Patrick Laird doesn't break that one tackle and get the first down, then it's 1st and goal all over again, bro. He doesn't give our guys options in the end zone, bro.
Pete, can I talk now?
That's on the opening drive. Patrick Laird, bro.
Pete, you know what? In all fairness, all due respect, this is where I get frustrated with you, Pete. And it's why I think this is what, not just you, but people that are overly critical of Tua, I think you're letting your personal feelings influence your evaluation. Because, and look, I'm not trying to pile up on you like that. You remember when we used to have this Josh Rosen conversation? I want to know, where was why weren't you as, critical of Josh Rosen when the criticism was clearly justified with him? Where was all this criticism, all this fuel that we see you give up here every single day up on these panels that you spew out towards Tua? Where was that at with Josh Rosen when it was justified with Josh Rosen?
What do you mean? What are you talking about, Josh Rosen?
He's asking you a question. He said when Josh Rosen was shitting it up and playing like ass.
When was
and the criticism was justified. You blamed it all on the whole line. You said get him all line. Josh Rosen will make the Pro Bowl. That's what you said.
But that's the difference.
So I'm trying to.
Rosen isn't limited. It was a smarter. I still stand. It would have been a smarter decision to stand with Rosen and not draft Tua and build your own line for Rosen. That would have been smarter to do. Because you know why? You know why? You know why it would have been smarter to do, Ian? You would have done that. You would have stuck with Rosen. You would have built the O line. And if Rosen would have not been the answer, it would have been easier to get off of that guy. Right now, you guys are obsessed with Tua and Rose, and he hasn't gave you really much anything.
It's not that I'm obsessed with Tua. It's that Tua Tagovailoa with a offensive line is 99 times better than Josh Rosen with an offensive line.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Did you see?
No, he is not.
Did you see Rosen the other night, Pete? When Atlanta played New England,
I saw it. He came off the bench.
He had 2 throws,
cold feet,
1 pick six.
1 for 4, threw 1 pick. So what? So what? You're in a predictable situation. You're in a once pass. This is why when you guys like try to talk football against me, you guys can't, bro. You guys can't.
But you don't even let me talk.
Okay.
You keep interrupting me. Shut up for 2 seconds.
Because you guys are bringing up Rosen.
No. I wasn't bringing up. No, I'm only.
Pete, do you understand my question to you? Pete, do you understand my question to you, bro? Seriously, do you understand what I'm asking?
But here's the thing. Here's the funny thing, EM. Here's the funny thing, EM.
I'm still waiting.
You guys dog Rosen, right?
But it's justified.
But you guys don't dog Tua, and Tua is just as bad, bro. He's one of the worst. Listen, hey, I don't want to say anything. I don't want to say anything, but I'm gonna sit here and say it. I love TD, but if you listen to TD, he's already starting to switch up a little bit. But if you just go back a couple weeks ago, what was TD's stream about Greg Cosell or whatever that guy's name was? What was it about? How bad Tua is, right? How bad he limits the offense. Let's not forget that because he didn't change in 2 weeks.
That doesn't mean
maybe TD did. Maybe you guys are happy. Maybe you guys are happy. TD is changing it a little bit. But I stand on where I stand, and that's a fact, bro. Tua is what he is, bro. He is not as look. Tua is limited, and Rosen is not. Point blank, period, bro.
What was the
point blank, period?
What was the question you asked, Pete? What was the question you asked?
I'm gonna let you make it, Pete. Oh, you win, bro. I'm gonna let you make it.
Are you done talking so I can talk?
I still want to know what the question was.
No, my question to Pete Batman was, I asked him, you know how much, how critical Pete is. I feel overly critical at times with Tua from the beginning till now. He's been consistent. I think it's fueled by his personal. I think it's more personal than anything with Tua, as far as Pete is concerned. Because Pete last year, if you go back, 2019, Pete was on that Rosen. He led the Rosen truthers. He was the biggest Rosen truther out there, right?
Okay, I agree with that. I'm not disagreeing with that.
Pete, can I finish? Pete, can I finish? I didn't know. So, my question to Pete was. And I've said this publicly to TD on multiple platforms in the past. Where was all the criticism on Josh Rosen when it was warranted? He was historically bad in so many different categories as a starter at Arizona and in Miami. So,
okay.
Hang on.
I got your question now.
So where was the criticism with Josh Rosen when Tua is still a work in progress, but he is nowhere near as bad as Josh Rosen ever was. So where's the same criticism?
I got you. Okay, I got your question. The thing is, you got to go back. If we go back to when we had Rosen, remember we were under a rebuilding team, EM. So I did like Rosen. I can't take it away. When we go back to the draft, I wanted Josh Allen, and if we couldn't get Josh Allen, I really wanted Josh Rosen. Okay, I really like Josh Rosen. I felt like if he has a good offensive line, he could be good, right? Now he went to Arizona. I didn't care about that anymore. Then he got traded to us, so it was like, damn. I felt like, wow, I wanted this guy in the draft, but now we got him. I like this guy. I think with this guy with a fair, with a good team around
and
him,
what don't take convince you of that? Please, please,
I said I think with a good team around him, I think he could be good. So maybe I misevaluated the talent. Maybe I am totally wrong. It's not over yet. His career's not over yet. Remember that, EM. Hold on. Josh Rosen's career is not over yet. He's still in the NFL.
Tua's is not either, bro. Tua's is not either.
Hold on. So, hold on. So we're moving on towards the draft. You, EM, your boy Reason, and a lot of the fans, and everybody wanted Tua, even Greer. That was a big topic when it came up that Greer was there watching Tua and everything. So everybody knew the Dolphins were interested in Tua. I'm not going to just say, oh, it was only Reason and EM. But the guys on YouTube who pushed the issue was Reason and EM heading this charge for Tua. That I will admit. So when EM and Reason were jumping on TD's platform and saying we need to go out and Tua, that's when I really didn't go up on the platform at that time. I used to be a chat soldier. You know what I mean? I used to be in the chats. So I would scream at these guys, and Ballgame knows. Ballgame was there in the chats with me. I used to tell him, bro, we're better off with Rosen, building with Rosen. And the reason why I wanted to build with Rosen, the main factor here is not that I like Rosen. Hear me out. The main factor here is I was not sold on Tua Tagovailoa coming out of college.
Now let me talk.
But you were sold on Rosen.
That was the main concern. I didn't think it was not. Look, it was not that I was completely sold on Rosen. Remember, I still had questions. I didn't think Rosen is a quarterback that he's like another Tannehill, right? He's gonna need things. He's not an elite quarterback. But I also thought Rosen was better than Tua. So why would we waste this pick and get Tua when both of them are developmental?
You still believe
when both of them are developmental and one gives you more than the other. That's all I saw.
You still didn't answer the question.
I still think Rosen is better than Tua.
Okay, that's perfect. I just want to get you on record.
As of today, yes. As of today.
Okay, that's perfect. Now, first of all, to be honest, don't say nothing. Let me talk. You're high as fuck because that's not true. Okay, let's start with that. Now, if you give Tua an offensive line and built around Tua, there's no way in hell it could freeze over 64 times before Josh Rosen is better than Tua. He may have had a stronger arm than Tua before he had shoulder surgery. He does not have a stronger arm than Tua right now. Okay?
Facts.
You're not looking at that. So now, that's what I'm saying. You're hating on Tua. You're saying Tua this, Tua that. At the end of the day, they have done nothing. Nothing. They've only subtracted from the team they had last year. They brought receivers who haven't played. They literally paid $9 million to get rid of Eric Flowers. And if I would have known you were going to put Austin Jackson at left guard, I would have preferred to have EM play left guard. Okay? Austin Jackson is a fucking drive-through. Okay? Yeah. Jesse Davis can't block my fucking daughter. And she's 2.
He did have his best game Sunday, though. He did have his best game Sunday. Let's be fair.
Out of 10, he had 1. Out of 10, he had 1.
That's fair.
Hey, Ian, he only gave up a Big Mac. He only gave up a Big Mac. He didn't give up a full meal. 1 Big Mac. Come on, bro.
Nugget.
Are you fucking kidding me?
But why can you say give Josh Rosen a line, but you can't say give Tua a line?
Because for whatever
that's
reason,
the $1 million question. I just want Pete to explain to all of them.
Because I'll tell you, you have to explain it. No, I can do it. I can do it for you. I've already had this conversation. I know your conversation. The reason why is because Pete thinks that all of Tua's stats and Tua's plays were because he was playing at Alabama. So he thinks that it's because of the elite players in every position that make Tua elite, even though Jalen Hurts couldn't complete a pass to a fucking garbage can that wasn't moving with the same team. Okay?
Bro, Jalen Hurts is better than Tua, bro.
Oh my God.
Jalen Hurts is better than Tua, bro.
No, okay, no, Pete. No.
I'm gonna mute myself.
Dude.
Hey guys, let's give some final thoughts, man. Let's do some final thoughts. EM, you want to give some final thoughts?
Damn, final thoughts, bro. Really, y'all, bro? I thought we was gonna chop it up for at least a little longer, man.
Let's do 5 more. Let's do 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes.
Man, I'll hop on here with y'all, bro.
5 more minutes. Respond to that, EM. Respond to that.
Jalen Hurts. Wow. I will say this. I was not a Jalen Hurts fan pre-draft 2020, but I will say he's not better than Tua in my opinion. Second of all, I will say this in all fairness to Jalen Hurts, he's played a lot better than what I initially envisioned him to.
Agree.
At the start, I got to give him credit. I got to give him credit, but no, I still think Tua is a more refined passer than Jalen Hurts. When Tua is completely healthy and he's complete, I don't think Jalen Hurts will be able to get to his level. I don't believe that.
Comparison, bro. He cannot Josh.
No. Tua's too. No.
I think just Jalen Hurts' mobility would have had the Dolphins in the playoffs last season.
That's that's your biggest issue. You think that what makes a quarterback better than another quarterback is because they can run. And what you don't get is that's not.
I'm sorry, John. Go ahead.
Listen. This is your issue. This is your issue. Hold on. Big John, bro. You're not going to be. Bro, any quarterback in the NFL could run a simplified offense. You add Jalen Hurts' mobility with this easy-ass slant all-day offense, we get more first downs. Less punts. We win more, bro. I don't care what you tell me.
And when they take the run away from him, then what?
I don't know. It happened to Lamar Jackson.
Jalen Hurts ain't scared to throw it deep like Tua is, and he's faster.
Yeah. Yes, he is. First off, Jalen Hurts has the arm, bro. Jalen Hurts
is throwing it out there, bro.
You want to complain about Tua's arm strength? Oh, bro, Jalen Hurts has a weak arm to Tua, bro.
Dude, Jalen Hurts is ripping the ball, bro. What are you talking about?
I got a quick question for the panel. Real quick.
Shoot it.
Quick. So we're on a 3-game winning streak, right? We got Carolina rolling in Sunday.
Yeah.
They have a very good defense, very good secondary, very good front seven. I don't think. I don't think offensively they're going to be able to generate a lot of offense. I don't think. I'm hoping and praying, but I really don't think. I have no faith in Cam Newton. And I think if they can, kind of minimize what, Christian McCaffrey's impact, I think the Dolphins can pretty much – I think Tua can score enough to where we win comfortably, not necessarily a blowout, but comfortably. What I mean by comfortably is that the game will never be in doubt. And – what are y'all thoughts on that? And also, if we do win Sunday, how do y'all feel about us winning out for the rest of the season?
Let me go first before everybody interrupts me and I can't talk.
Go ahead.
I think that at the end of the day, there's one thing nobody's talking about, and it looks like, and if it is the case, things change. According to everybody, or things that I've read, Will Fuller, there's a good possibility he plays.
And
now,
Parker.
Sunday.
Yes.
Really? Wow.
And Parker.
Even if Will Fuller even if he doesn't catch a pass, the fact that Will Fuller is on the field dictates coverage, which means Gesicki, Waddle, and everybody else is going to be the middle of the field is going to be open. That's why I think that we should be able to score more points, and we should be able to see the offense that we've been wanting to see all year. It may be the first game Tua actually gets
first and only.
Waddle, Parker, and Fuller at the same time, and then we can actually see the offense. If that's the case, I don't see Miami having an issue scoring points. I just don't know what the defense is going to do because we thought they were going to blitz Joe Flacco, who's a statue back there, and they really didn't come after him. I would hope they would come after Cam Newton the way they came after Lamar, because Cam Newton can't throw a ball to a toddler who's 5 feet in front of him. So if that's the case, that I would think we would win.
And as far as the rest of the season,
and if we win, if we beat Carolina, to me, I don't see how Miami doesn't win out, because I mean, just from the standpoint that we run the zero blitz, and the only team that scares me, or even they don't even scare me, but the only team everybody's worried about, I'm not worried, but people are worried is New England. And to me, every time I see Mac Jones getting blitzed off the edge, he crumbles like an accordion. So I don't see where he would do anything. Atlanta, who cannot blitz anybody, got to him 2 times and he just crumbled. So if the Dolphins come after him with Javon Holland, he's going to be having nightmares, which that's why I think we win out. That's my opinion.
As far as myself, like I and this will be my final thought for the day, guys. As far as I didn't really want to get into this Carolina game until Thursday, but
my bad, man. My bad,
no, it's cool.
Right.
Basically, I basically John he touched on it. What I fear is McCaffrey. I'm sure Coach Flo is a very smart defensive coordinator. I'm sure he could plan something out to try to reduce this man from gaining so much yards. After seeing somebody like Michael Carter destroy us down the field until he got hurt, I could only imagine what a McCaffrey could do. But that being said, McCaffrey is injury prone. You never know. He could fall apart in the first quarter. That is his flaw. And at the end of the day, if we could get some good hits on him and then put pressure on him, maybe the hits will get to him. As far as winning out, I believe in a very high jinx, and I don't like to look ahead of the schedule. I hate to do that. I'm taking a game at a time, and the 2 games that I said earlier that I fear the most is that game in Tennessee, because the rumors of Derrick Henry coming back, whether they're true or not, they're saying he might be back towards the end of the season. And then
let me ask you a question before. I don't want to cut you off. Let me ask you a question. If he does come back, there's no way that man's 100%. Even if he does,
of course not.
Derrick Henry,
of course not.
If Derrick Henry plays, there's no way he comes back at 100%.
But a Derrick Henry at 50% will destroy this defense in Tennessee.
No, bro, no way.
I'm just throwing it out there. He is
a top 3
running back in the league. He is a top 3 running back in the league.
And Julio Jones,
that one is at 50%, bro.
Julio's out. We know that.
But you haven't touched the fact that Julio Jones is on injured reserve.
He is.
With a pulled hamstring.
But that being said, the game that I fear the most is the game at the end, because I feel like New England's going to repay us the favor that we got rid of them to not make the playoffs like 2 seasons ago, and they're going to return us the favor. I just fear that. I'm being honest. That's something that I fear that Bill Belichick has left a dirty taste in his mouth, that we did that to him, and that's how he lost Brady right after that. And that's one game that makes me like fearful. I'm still on 9-8, and I'm still the only person from the beginning of the season on Larry's show to come out and say 9-8, and I didn't even change my record after the first couple games. I said 9-8 at the beginning of the season. I only said that because of the offensive line. We didn't put no veteran players on there. I'm still at 9-8. Hopefully, we could get in with that record. But
all right, so let's go over.
I'm gonna get off.
Go ahead, Big John, real quick. Go ahead, Big John.
Don't worry, Batman. I will work on it. We will beat the Patriots. That's all I'm gonna tell.
Everybody didn't get a chance. Everybody didn't get a chance to answer Ian's question.
Hey, real quick, I'm out. EM, Miami Football Talk, Sports Fanatic, Big John.
Take it easy, bro. Have a good night.
Salute,
guys. I got a hell of a drive that I got to do right now. So much love, man. Love everybody.
Drive safe out there, bro. Be safe.
I just wanted to piggyback off with Big John. Kind of took my answer. If we had Parker or Fuller, one of them to help take away coverage from Mike Gesicki and Waddle, I think that would be huge against that defense. I'm just more leery on this line against their defensive line. And if we get this win, I think this and the Baltimore win can give them that confidence to try to go on a roll. No other team's defense is as hard besides New England as good as Carolina. Tennessee's defense is good, but I don't think they're as good as Carolina and New England.
I see us losing big.
So that's why real quick. That's why I said, see, this would be a very good. This would be a good test for Tua.
Yeah, look.
That's why.
I'm gonna be honest.
Ahead,
Let me
Pete.
finish.
Go ahead, Pete.
I see us losing big, and the reason I say that is because they do have a very underrated defense, and I don't think this panel understands how good this Panthers defense really is. But another thing I want to add is, last week the Panthers with Cam Newton, they're playing with a different energy. They lost that game in a nail biter where they feel they shouldn't have lost, right? They're gonna come with that energy. That defense, bro, they have Stephon Gilmore, Dante Jackson.
Okay.
They're gonna be able to clog up the middle where Tua likes to pass. I don't see us winning. I don't see us winning. But if Tua has a big game against the Panthers, he's going to be able to shut up a lot of doubters like Pete
and a
lot of other people.
He is.
I'm telling you right now, this is not a Jets,
I'm sure you'll
bro.
find something else. Bro.
This is not the Jets, okay? This is not the Jets. When you guys were up there predicting 4 touchdown passes, I let it ride. You know why I let all that ride? Because I said, okay, it could happen. It's not like it could be impossible. It is the Jets. But if I hear guys predicting 4 touchdowns against the Panthers, that's not very valid to me. But if he does that, then we could be talking.
You said Jacoby Brissette was going to throw and score 38 points against the Ravens. 38. What are you talking about, bro?
I know.
I said 24. I said 24.
Pete, no, you didn't, bro. Say it ain't so, Pete.
He did.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he
He said
did.
was going to save the season.
Because he was coming off the previous game, he lost, he was warmed up, ready to roll, and that's what you need, bro. You need you know what I'm saying? You can't just you can't just come off the bench and feel like you got to get into a full game, bro. And Brissette was starting to cook. Brissette was starting to cook, man, and y'all know it, man.
I'm trying, Pete. I'm trying, bro.
He got 5 starts. He ain't cooking none of the 5 starts. What was he gonna cook?
I'm not gonna lie. I hope Brissette signs a 10-year backup career. That guy becomes our backup for the rest. That boy, we'll have one of the best low-key backup quarterbacks, bro.
Bro, Brissette is trash, bro.
Backup in Canada.
For real.
I think
not here.
Seriously, Sunday, that's a very good test for Tua. It might be, maybe because he played in a New England game. With the exception of the Patriots, it's the best defense he had faced, to this day. It's gonna be a good test for Tua to see where he is, where he truly is, in his development. And, the line is trending up as well. I mean, there's still a lot to be desired there, but they've gotten incrementally better as well from week to week. And if they could just if they could just stabilize and give him just improve upon what they did last week and give Tua a little more time to where he can really be patient and really not necessarily relax, but be more calmer in the pocket. I mean, I think Tua, and if Will Fuller and Devontae Parker come back, why can't Tua put up, 24, 28 points in this game?
The thing is, if you go back, he can definitely right. Stephon Gilmore has got cooked by Devontae Parker before.
Yeah.
Even on jump balls. On jump balls where he's all over, absolutely no separation.
He can't. So he can't cover Parker.
So we already know Devontae Parker can physically outmatch him. So I think I would say the same about Preston Williams. Hopefully Tua, man, that's all I want to see, man, is him take those outside shots. Like if I'm Tua, listen to this. If I'm Tua, right, and I'm sitting in the locker room and I'm hearing the guy that signs me and pays me went out to go see another quarterback, like I'm going out guns blazing. And that's not what Tua's doing. He's still being safe, against the Jets. Like you got to be out there guns blazing. Like you got to want this job. Like y'all wrong for trying to search elsewhere.
Smart too, though.
Y'all wrong for trying to search elsewhere. I could do this, and he could prove everybody wrong. It's up to Tua. It's up to Tua, bro.
Pete think this is Madden.
we're gonna go over some final thoughts real quick. On what to expect coming up to Carolina game.
Hey, my bad, real quick before
we're talking about.
Ian, my number's in the comment, so if you ever want to watch the game,
it's in the okay.
Private
I got you.
Yeah.
Gotcha. You breaking up?
What to do. Can you hear me better?
You breaking up, Johnson.
Oh man.
Good. Go ahead, bro. Now he's frozen. Okay, there it is.
Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, you good now, bro.
Much better?
Yeah.
All right. Some final thoughts on what to expect on this upcoming game, man.
I gave mine. Miami Sports Fanatic didn't give his.
Mm-hmm. All right. I got. Y'all gave me enough time this whole time. Y'all been rambling. I wrote down a few things. I don't like interrupting people, man. So I'm never gonna talk if everyone's talking at the same time.
I hear you, bro. I hear you.
Number one, we need to have a run game. We need to feed Duke Johnson. As soon as he came in the field last week against the Jets, Gaskin fed off of it. He started running better. Duke Johnson, even if he got stopped at the line of scrimmage, Duke gave us 3 yards falling. So we need to feed Duke Johnson. Tua needs to keep being aggressive. Waddle needs to be the featured receiver on the game, meaning first progression. That guy was cooking Marlon Humphrey, best cornerback in the league. Not the best, but top 3 at least. Just cooking him. So he needs to be first progression. He needs to be the featured number 1 receiver. Tua, whenever he snaps that ball, look at him first. If he beat his guy, throw it to him. Usually he's always beating his guy. Contain McCaffrey. Force Cam Newton to make mistakes on defense. Special teams needs to show up, man. We haven't had a special team turnover since last year. They need to show up. Those are my 4 keys to victory right there.
Right. Definitely. I can agree with that. Right, yeah?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Agree with you 100%. I think it's doable. I think it's I just can't wait till Sunday because I really want to see I just want to see Tua just improve. Real quick. I want to see Tua on this trajectory, but real quick, let me ask y'all this. Y'all know how I feel about, the whole Deshaun Watson narrative right now when you're comparing the 2 players. But I've had this conversation privately. If we can win Sunday first and we win out, and Tua is a big reason why we went out, not a spoke in the wheel, but Tua it represents the majority of spokes in the wheel, and he puts his signature, he plants his flag officially in Miami by beating and dethroning Bill Belichick and probably, knocking them out of the division race. Mm-hmm. If he does that, I'm of the mindset that I think Brian Flores, Chris Kerr, and Stephen Ross need to sit down and have a come to Jesus moment, come to Jesus conversation, however you want to call it. If Tua is able to achieve that, that's something you cannot ignore. You cannot. It is great as Watson is. That will be, I think, with everything Tua that he's had to endure this year, to me, that'll be a huge achievement if he's able to do that, if he's able to pull that off. What do
you want to hear? You want to hear my take on that real quick? Yeah.
What are y'all thoughts on that?
I agree with you 100%, and I'm gonna say 2 reasons why. First, contract. If Tua does all that, we still got him for the next few years on a rookie contract, man. And people must have forgotten the keys to a Super Bowl run. Quarterback on a rookie contract or quarterback taking a pay cut. And last time I checked, the only quarterback that has done the latter has been Tom Brady. So those are the real reasons why. On top of that, Deshaun Watson has been playing for 5 years. Tua has only played 16 games. People, you keep going back to the 16 games. That's a fact, man. Repetition matters. The amount of times you play means how much better you're going to be. It shows if there's improvement. So I'm with you. If Tua ends up being the reason why we go on a run, how can you move on from a player like that and take on a $40 million contract? Even if cap is going to go up to $30 million in 2022, you still don't have enough money to go and get Armstead. Armstead's going to be about 15 to 20 mil a year. Not only that, we need another solid number one receiver. You got to probably go after a Godwin or a Mike Williams. They're going to get paid. You got to give Mike Gesicki a contract. We're either going to get a running back in the draft or we're going to get one in free agency. If we're going to get one in free agency, you got to pay as well. So we got a couple holes to fill, and adding Watson to the Dolphins is only going to make that harder. And to add this, people want to say, but Watson will fix the offense. No, that's not true. Look what Watson did in Houston, 4-12. If he fixes the offense, why didn't he impact winning? The only reason why he got all those garbage time stats is because they were always behind, and he had to throw more. So Watson is elite right now, but it doesn't mean Tua won't be.
Exactly.
Can I go?
Exactly. Go ahead, Ennis.
I don't know what you got to say. Just go ahead.
Because I agree with Sports Fanatic. My thing, I ain't hating on Watson. I never said that he's not better than Tua. You crazy. Yeah, you always say that. You crazy. I know what, I was never on that. My thing is we finally are building this foundation right. If we give away those picks and we keep saying Greer's not good, to me, Travis Wingfield opened my eyes. Greer has really been nailing it. It's just Noah has to sit because of X and Howard. So we're not going to see if he's a bust or not. Everybody's mad he's not suiting up. That's because, you like Travis Wingfield said, who you going to sit? He's not a slot. So you can't see him out at corner because we got X and Howard. But back to I want us to keep them picks. And he hit this year on the first round, Phillips and Holland. So imagine what we can do with the picks coming up if we keep them and Tua does, like you said, be the spokes and show signs. I'm praying that because he fell to us. If he doesn't have that hip surgery injury, we don't get to it.
The Chargers
take first pick. So I think it's a blessing that he fell to us, and I'm hoping that he quiets that so we can build on top of what we have with Hollins, Phillips,
the Bengals,
and get some more pieces in here with the cap and the picks that we have. How do we know that Greer is not going to get better, or we only saying that he messed up because of Austin Jackson and Noah? But Rayquan Davis is good. Brandon Jones is good. Wilkins is good.
Holland.
All the other picks is Holland is good. All the picks he's done. And EM said that when we was asking him about should he get rid of Greer. EM, I think you said that. Like he really didn't haven't had a bad one. It's just Austin Jackson and Noah is being picked out as all the picks is bad that he's had.
Yep.
Right. Austin Jackson had a good game last week, like you said.
I said that.
So
I was the only one supporting Greer. I said that.
Yeah, his picks are starting to are getting better. We just the microwave fans want we want ready. We want to put it in the microwave and we want them to be instant hits. But you are older fan like me. You remember we used to go get Phillip Wheeler and spend big money on these players, and it never worked. I'm not saying Watson is that, but why when we building it right for years we've been asking for them to do it right. We finally doing it, and we want to jump shit. That's my thing.
Absolutely,
guys. We're still in a rebuild.
You just need to be patient. I've said this from jump.
We're still in the rebuild.
Tua is a year 3 guy. Tua is a year 3 guy. The best way he learns is by repetition. And in order for him to be able to get better at this game, he needs to be able to play. Next year, you're going to see the difference of what he is today to what he is next year. Y'all going to see, bro. Y'all gonna see.
But why not build it under this contract like Sports Fanatic said?
You know what?
And then if it don't work out,
Ennis,
go like AM said, go get you another cherry and put it on top. It's already built.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We've done everything right now to this point. We've done everything right to this point now. Why turn around and fuck it all up?
I just think if Tua, I just obviously on the field, if Tua is able to pull this off, and I'm not putting playoffs on his shoulders. I mean, it'd be wonderful if he can get us to the playoffs. But I mean, if we see tangible proof that he's better, that you see him growing every week, like you've seen him, he's trending up. And if he's able to take an even bigger lead.
3 years, Pete.
And, you know, like I said, that game, the last game in New England, I mean, when we played New England at home for our last game,
3 years,
not in addition to on the field, but off the field, because if Tua is able to pull that off, like the irony to me, look, go back to real quick, Johnson. Go back to 2019 when, you know, I think Fitz was elevated to that undisputed leader of this team was when we went into Foxborough and he led that win. He led us in that game. He dominated. He outplayed Tom Brady in a hostile environment. Tua could have that potential. Look how the stage is setting up for Tua.
Yes.
Now he's got to go out there and achieve that. But the same scenario, and especially from a leadership standpoint, if he's able to pull that off, bro, the team would have to forget about.
Quick question. Quick question.
Let's start wrapping it up here, though, fellas.
Let's end this, but I just have guys answer one word question. Traditionally, how long does a rebuild take so that Pete understands?
3 years. 3 years.
Thank you. What about you, EM? What do you say?
I agree, 3 years.
Thank you. Pete, you got that, Pete? It takes 3 years for a rebuild.
Oh, my God. Chachi, I appreciate you for having me on, bro. Anytime.
Hey, bro, I love the fact that you come on, bro. I love the fact that you support the channel, man. Most definitely.
Anytime, bro. Anytime I got time, bro. I'll be. You know me. I love talking Dolphins.
Thank you, EM.
We know.
Salute on.
know. Hey, much love to you. I appreciate you, EM.
All right, bro. All right, fellas. Y'all have a happy Thanksgiving, man.
Yeah, you too, man. Brother. Hey, we'll be back on Thursday, man. Join us Thursday.
Definitely. Thanksgiving Day, 8:30.
Thursday night.
We're going live. We're gonna be talking about it. So y'all show up, be here, because I think it's gonna be a great show, man. Everybody's gonna be home. Everybody's gonna be online. Everybody's gonna be full from
8:30, right?
Turkey and all that bullshit. So everybody's gonna be jumping online, and we're gonna have a great show on Thursday, man. Most definitely. It's gonna be Thanksgiving Thursday, 8:30 on Thursday, right here on the Miami Football Talk Network with the Fins Nation Show, which is what this is right here, guys. I want you guys to understand this is the Fins Nation Miami Show. Okay. Much love to the guys on here, to my co-host Gio right here, my co-host Batman. Definitely love you guys. Appreciate you guys coming on and showing love to the channel, showing love for yourselves and promoting yourselves and all that good stuff, man. Don't forget, guys, please like, share. The only way we grow is by you guys being able to go, do it for us. Get us out there. Get on Twitter, get on Facebook, get on Instagram, get on all your little social medias and all that bullshit. I don't know how to do, okay? And get us out there, all right? Till next time, also, don't forget, any donations via Cash App, the money symbol, Miami Football Talk. Don't be afraid. Hit us up. It helps us. The last donation that we had, we got us all some mics and all that good stuff. So, definitely I appreciate you guys. And
I didn't have time to set it up, but I'll set it up Thursday. Y'all see the mic.
Yeah, you'll see. It definitely goes back into the channel, guys. All right. But definitely till Thursday, 8:30, be here. All right.
Have a good one,
Much
y'all.
love to everybody. Y'all be safe.